Yeah, I mean, the only reason not
All right.
to is if you plan on shuffling it into your library.
Hello, guys, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Precon Recon, the show where we reconstruct Precon decks just a few cards at a time. We've got one game under the books, or one game in the books, one game in the books, one game under the... I don't know what under would be. But after week 1, Chris got first place, had 2 kills. Chad/Liz, who you might notice is subbing in. She'll be taking over Chad for the rest of this season. Rin in 3rd place, and me in lowly 4th place. So I'll toss this over to Liz real quick to give you guys a quick introduction on herself.
Well, I'm Liz. I guess I'm Chad for the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
That's kind of exciting. I mean, I've been playing Magic for many years. I'm going to make poor deck decisions, and it's going to be great. Excited to see how this turns out. I'll pass it over.
All right. So we'll go over the swaps that we made. I had the 7, so I guess I will start.
Just a couple of cards.
Yeah, just a couple. I wanted to focus on milling as a strategy because that opens up more good cards for Captain Nagathra to pull over onto my side. So we've got a Ruin Crab, of course, a Landfall mill. We've got Bruvak, who doubles the amount of cards that anybody mills. We've got two pieces of targeted removal, which I needed pretty badly and probably would have helped a lot in last game. And then I pointed to the wrong one. And just some more mill. And I took out a lot of horrors that I didn't really like Plague Spitter. I really didn't like. The beginning of my upkeep, it does 1 damage to each creature and each player, and when it dies, it does the same thing. And it's only a 2/2, so I figured that was a pretty good one to get rid of. Then some other stuff that I just didn't think. In Garrick's Wake, they always put it in the black precons. It's always too expensive. Yeah, who had 6? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
All right, I'll let you go over that, and I'll start getting these shuffled in.
So I actually found some good YouTube videos this time. I feel like last time when we were starting off, there was no information about what my commander was for the last season. So this time I actually have some guides, some people telling me what's good and what's not. So I won't be swapping into crappy lands this time for my first pick. I am actually going against what they suggested, though. They were like, take out that angel. It was a saga.
Oh,
I think I got that last game that we played. I'm actually
I always thought
adding
that was a
another
weird one because
angel.
I kept seeing that they were like, take that out.
Yeah,
and I was
everyone
like,
is
that
saying
worked
take
a
it
little
out.
too well. Maybe it was just the right place, right time. But
Yeah, I really liked it, and I think this angel is also really great because whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to their toughness. And I actually sorted out how many of each party member there were. There are so many clerics in this deck, so really hoping I can get Righteous Valkyrie out. The rest is just for fun. You'll see.
Then we'll go over to Chris.
I decided to get rid of some goofy creatures that I feel like don't really do much. I feel a little bit bad about Battle Mammoth, but other than that, I'm not going to miss any of these guys. And I put in Survival of the Fittest for busted enchantment tutors for creatures, and Urabrask for some even more exile action, Worldly Tutor and Gamble for just more grabbing cards I want, and Containment Construct because if I ever have to discard, I can at least do something with the cards before they disappear forever. So, yeah, that's all my swaps.
All right, and last but not least, Liz / Chad. Me at 6 says Chad looks a lot prettier today. I am tempted to agree with that. Then again, only up from where he started. So, anyways.
Okay, so for me, I kind of looked at the deck as a whole and was like, what direction do I want to take it in? Because I felt like this red-blue deck, I almost said red-green, oh my gosh. This red-blue deck kind of wanted to do an artifact synergy as well as a dragon, beatdown, mess with combat deck. And I kind of decided to take it in that latter approach. So, the things I removed, I removed Clan Crafter, which doesn't really work unless you're using the background commander, or the commander with background on it. And then Aether Gale is just, there's just better cards out there. This is a very expensive creature. And then this card just, like, I understand why it's in the deck, but I also don't.
Yeah.
Is that a creature that looks like a saga?
This is a saga.
Ah.
It's a saga that cares about artifacts, and there's like not even, I don't even think there's 10 artifacts in the Precon. Like, I just don't understand the purpose of this card. So,
I feel like that's the precons always are like, oh, we're gonna mostly do this one route, but then also we're gonna throw in a couple other strategies and like see if that will throw you off the trail.
Yeah.
So I took all those out, and then I kind of took the deck in a little more of a red direction. But first, Cyclonic Rift, just always a good card. Just if the deck needs to deal with problematic permanents, like in blue, this is usually my go-to. I kind of wanted to add a bit more dragon synergy, so Lathless, Dragon Queen, says whenever another non-token dragon enters battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 dragon creature with total flying. So obviously, if I'm playing lots of dragons, I get more dragons, and more dragons is always good. And then Dragon Tempest is also just a very good card for a deck like this that wants to attack, wants to deal damage, get through damage, and cause other people to do damage for me. So the last two cards are kind of my fun ofs. So War's Toll's just insane. It basically takes this deck and like turns up the dial a little bit. It causes all of my opponents to have to play a little differently, and it just makes them, like, if they attack at all, they have to attack with everything, and that's just exactly what the deck wants. And this one's kind of a fun one. So Chad mentioned last week that we needed more pillow fort type effects.
Yeah.
And this one's a weird one, but I'm kind of interested to see if it's gonna work. The reason why I'm playing it's for the ability of whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature. Hoping it does what I want it to do. We'll see. It might be the best thing, it might be the worst thing, but yeah, we're gonna see how this deck goes.
All right, and I'll let Liz get a chance to get her stuff shuffled in there and explain the mulligan rule that we do here, which is friendly mulligans. You take the top 7, look at them. If it's a playable hand, wonderful, you take it. If not, you put them to the side, do the next 7, and do that until you get a hand that you can start with. We're not trying to get an overpowered hand, but just something where you're gonna actually get to do what your deck wants to do, and you don't end up with 1 land in your starting hand, because nobody in their right mind would ever do that.
You're not looking for an overpowered hand, but you sure hope you get one.
Yeah, precisely. We get 6. I do agree on the backgrounds. I have found them to be very underwhelming. It seems to me like the only thing that they are that good at is just adding a color identity to a different commander. It seems like they're super specific in usage, and I wouldn't really want to rely on one for my strategy at all.
But you could make a dual faceless one commander deck. Well, actually, I don't know if that's allowed outside a draft, but I do love the idea of it. Just a goofy little guy. Are we rolling?
That's a good question. I don't know if I would. I'm not really the person to try to answer that question, actually, but
that does sound pretty dirty.
Wait,
if
what
that
was
does
the
work
question?
that way.
I think that works.
It was whether or not Panharmonicon doubles up Ruin Crab's effect, which is a mill thing.
No. No,
Isn't it-
definitely not.
Yeah.
Isn't it whenever a permanent enters the battlefield under your control, if it triggered? Wait. or is
Yeah,
it-
I don't
which
actually
landfall
remember.
I think would.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It doubles all effects?
I need to check the wording.
I don't think it's enough of a positive to put in the deck, but that would be pretty fun.
It would just be pretty funny to kill
Midget
someone
6
with a Ruin
just
Crab.
loves Panharmonicon.
I also love Panharmonicon. I have it in, well, actually, just one of my decks currently that I have constructed, and I've never drawn it. I've
so unfortunate.
I've had it in there for like 6 or 7 games, and I've never gotten it.
Hey, Okay. Yeah. Ooh, I love clone cards.
This is what I like. You just
Yeah.
get on the spot deck tips.
Yeah.
I just put my cards face up. Nobody saw
I actually
that.
didn't see that.
I
Yeah,
need to
you're kind of
actually.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see it either. Chat, don't tell us what you saw.
Yeah. Is there a way to double up on dungeon effects? I don't know enough about it, but like if you wanted to go down more than one room at a time, is there a way to do that?
Have multiple creatures that venture into the dungeon on attacking and have them attack. I don't know.
If it does work that way, that could be really cool.
All right, I'm good with keeping this.
Yeah, me
we
too.
did not roll actually.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
ask if
do we want to all just do two dice?
2d6s.
And
I can't decide on if I want to keep this hand or not.
I got a 5.
It's not great, but it's the only playable one
7.
I've gotten so far.
got
It's
7 as
playable.
well.
It's playable.
I got a 10. Oh,
Wait,
you can't
and
see
then
it, chat.
they go to the bottom of your library or shuffled in?
You shuffle it.
Shuffle 'em in.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
It's just to prevent you from like holding on to the coolest cards you find, but you can still shuffle at least.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Snake Eyes.
I guess I'm going first. got 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then we just go clockwise after that? I
Yep.
wanna say. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I guess I'll get us started. This is a really interesting hand. I'm gonna go Soul Ring,
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Talisman of Creativity,
This is the exact
gonna
same thing
take
that happened to
one.
me. Oh my gosh.
and I'm going to give you a Curse of Opulence.
Okay. Whenever an enchanted player is attacked, create a gold token. Each opponent attacking the player does the same. That is so mean.
Wait.
So if you attack me instead of anyone else, you get basically better treasure tokens.
You won last time.
That's true. That's true.
All the
I
points
respect
there.
that.
All right. That's a terrifying first.
It's an insane first
Yeah.
turn.
I think that's like the best turn one that this deck can have.
Probably.
I don't think my turn two is going to look that good in comparison, but I pass. Oh, I didn't actually draw for my turn.
Oh, you can go ahead. Yeah.
That changed nothing.
I'm pretty sure.
Is that
I'm pretty
your
sure that's happened
asterisk?
like
Yeah.
literally every time.
I guess
that
it
we-
is. I guess I've already started on my asterisk. But I promise you, I have 8. I'm supposed to have 8 cards total that I
Yeah.
interacted with this game. One of them's over here, and I've got 4 here.
I will say I almost all the time have to remind myself because I'm used to like. Usually, if I play Commander outside of this setting, it's just me versus Rin or me versus one of my
Yeah.
friends. So it's not like we don't draw first turn. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
They're
us-
used to it.
Yeah.
Getting bad habits.
yeah, or good habits, only for one specific game mode though. So yeah.
I am playing Path of Ancestry. That's my turn.
Mhm.
Spent a very long time looking at my hand for a very underwhelming turn, but
That's okay.
it is what it
Okay,
is.
time, yeah. And
Like I said, I think this is
boy.
the best turn any of these decks could possibly have.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone has more than one. Like,
I guess for mine, if I could get out
Yeah.
a very small creature or
Yeah.
two.
Like I think all the decks have talismans, so I think like it's doable.
I almost did it too.
Yeah, I'm just playing Force Return and then I'm passing it on. Yeah.
We're all
Right.
forgetting.
Draw. Okay.
Hey, CEDH is on Tuesdays. We don't,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't need to care
I
about
don't
that.
even know what that is, right?
Oh, okay, I get no asterisk.
The chat has requested no asterisk.
Thanks.
Fine.
The
Chad.
chat or the Chad?
Well, you know. Well, no, because there can't be more than one Chad. Liz is Chad.
I'm gonna
Okay.
play
Chad,
yeah.
a
your
choke
Chad,
estuary and pass the turn.
your Chad privileges have been revoked.
My chat privileges are gone. Oh no. Ooh, mountain.
Oh no.
I'm
All of
gonna
them, man.
play a Baloth. I don't.
Yeah,
even
good
know
luck
how to
with
pronounce
that
it.
name.
The
I have no
Entertainer.
idea.
Yeah.
The one of the alternate commanders for this deck. The one where creatures your opponents control with power less than this guy's power are goaded, and whenever a goaded attacking or blocking creature dies, I create a treasure token. So I'm gonna play
not
him
bad.
and I will pass.
Wow, and what's his power toughness?
He's a 2/5.
2/5. Okay.
Mostly just, unless you pump them up, just 1/1s.
Oh, so it was power that goads, or
Yeah.
Anything
Less
less
than-
than that, they get goaded.
Yeah.
So you have to attack.
So power 1 or less.
let's see. I need my turns roll sheet. Is it
Oh, yeah.
untap draw or draw?
Untap,
Untap,
upkeep,
upkeep.
draw.
All right.
Yeah.
How many games have you played now? You need the rules
Shut it.
sheet.
I don't know. I don't want to hear it. I don't understand this land.
Ooh.
Like, it's a land, and I just don't understand why anyone would use the second ability on it.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple of-
lands like that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I think they're just out there. That it's like
Oh, boy.
basically a land that it has a weird second ability that's
Yeah.
incredibly niche.
I'm playing it. It is Castle Lock Wayne. It is for 2 black, 1 colorless, and tapping this land, I could draw a card and then lose life equal to the number of cards in my hand. I guess it's good if I'm running low on
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
cards, but it's still.
Yeah.
It's.
Also, you played that last game.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Did I
Oh,
say
yeah,
the
that's
same
right.
thing?
No, you didn't say anything about it.
I probably didn't read it. Honestly.
Your mind has changed.
That's
so
true.
That-
That's true.
That's my turn.
That, you know what? That's showing progress, though. We're reading the cards
We're
now.
making it
It's
now.
a step in the right
I'm getting
direction.
there.
All right. Draw my card for wheels this time.
Swear, I'm just like going through my hand, reading my cards over and over, and none of it
I
is
know,
sticking. Like, it's so bad.
And I'm passing my turn.
All right, so we've got a bunch of lands played, and then Liz is actually playing Magic.
This is gaming.
That's fun. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna play a Darkwater Catacombs. Then I'm going to tap 2 and start playing Magic. I'm going to pay the suspend cost for Nihilith. It's a 4/4 horror with fear. Rather than cast this card, you may pay 1 and a black and exile it with 7 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When the last is removed, you cast it without paying its mana cost, and it has haste. Also, whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if Nihilith is suspended, you may remove a time counter from him. And with that done, I'm going to pass the turn.
That's a good card.
Heck yeah. And how long? Sorry, how long was that suspend for? Oh, 7. Dang.
7.
Okay.
It's hefty, but I was like, there's like nothing else I can do now anyways.
Might as well make use of it.
Play.
Uh-oh.
Let me actually leave this untapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play my commander. I'm gonna start attacking.
Yeah,
boy.
for sure.
Can I actually read the
I think
enchantment I just made on him?
I think you get a gold if you attack me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's your spell, yeah.
Yeah. So I think what I do.
She just needed to convince herself to attack you.
Yeah,
I'll attack Chris with my 2/5, and I'll attack Dylan with my 3/3.
Hmm.
So I will get a gold from that.
You might have a gold counter.
I
can
do.
grab a,
I
I can grab
should
a
have a gold.
treasure.
Which
yeah.
of my creatures would you like to go?
I also have treasures,
That
but
one.
no gold.
Okay.
The one right there.
Gotcha.
Well, we have infinite tokens too if you can't find it.
Oh, nice.
Got a gold.
How much
I don't think I
did
get
Chris-
2 gold.
Chris
I think I
do?
only get 1.
Yeah, I do too.
Actually, can you read it one more time? I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
what my
for
cards
sure.
do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, this is a weird one. I'm sure it's pretty good, honestly, for decks like this, but...
Also, yeah, like last week was
Okay,
pretty tough because it was just everybody. The first week of this, every time it's just everybody looking at their cards like, oh wow, I wonder what this does.
Yeah, for sure.
Not as bad as the new Capenna set, because the new Capenna set, every card felt like you were reading a chapter of a novel.
They had
It
like
had
actually...
so much text, and I was just like, Guys, I'm like borderline illiterate. You can't do this.
Yeah. You have to learn what like conniving and blitzing, and I have no idea what else. Like, yeah.
Yeah, your connive triggers,
Yeah.
dude, were just
There's
so
like-
much going on.
Turns with like 3 creatures that took like 10 minutes for
Yeah.
you.
I'm going to play a plains, and then I'm going to bring out Nalia.
The lad.
Okay, that's
That's pretty good.
So I can look at the top card of my library at any time, can cast party member spells from the top of my library, and at the beginning of combat, a full party gives me 1/1 counters. And that's my turn. I am gonna take a peek.
with your 0 mana up.
Yeah. It's good to know.
Then are you?
Oh yeah, that's... Oh wait, no, I'm gonna tap my 3 invisible mana.
Everybody forgets about the invisible mana.
I gonna play a forest and then put out Lalia the Blade Reforged. It has haste, and it says whenever Lalia the Blade Reforged attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from your library, you get a +1/+1 counter on Lalia. And I'm gonna go.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna go
that
to combat.
second one.
I think I have to, right? I'm pretty sure you did something at the
No.
attack. I don't have to. I didn't
Also,
get goaded.
I am the one that would have gotten goaded, but also
Awesome.
you didn't have a creature
Yeah.
to have that target when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Then
attacked
I should probably still attack somebody.
You should.
I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack Dylan.
That's fair. And how
So
much
it's
is
only
that?
2 damage, and I am debating how sad it would be if I exiled the top card of my library as something very nice, and I couldn't play it. So I'm just gonna chill for this turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, remove a counter, draw for turn. I'm going to play an island. And
I see a Hay from Slovenia Smith in the chat.
can I read your card again?
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
a little weird. Today's a turn of a day of first turn thick text cards for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. We will tap 2 and cast Dothy Horror. It's a 2/1 horror with shadow, and it can't be blocked by white creatures. And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay.
This guy looks dope, though. He looks like
Oh my god.
I'm trying. Oh, there's a reference that I want to make, and I cannot, for the life of me, think of what I'm thinking he looks like. Something that looks
Wait,
like.
He
who's
looks
this?
like he looks like
He
an
looks
evil
like
bird.
I'm thinking he looks like this character that
Oh my
looks kind of like that.
This kind of looks a little bit like a character from Real Monsters, I think.
Maybe.
Cursed Newt Newt.
No, yeah, actually true. Absolutely true.
So I drew for turn. I'm gonna play a mountain because apparently
That
me
is
having
so
an insane
unfortunate.
start is
Yeah.
not going to hurt me at all.
Yeah.
How do I want to do this?
And to think that we were like, oh, she took out a bunch of blue cards. she's gonna have too many islands for the. No, just not at all. Not at all.
I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
For sure.
How big is that creature?
That is a 3/3.
3/3.
Surprisingly even keel creature for 3 mana.
But also, it is my commander.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think I'm going to take Euron with my Firkraag, and I'm going to take you, Chris, with a Bailoff.
Okay.
How big is your
That is 2
commander?
again,
Ian?
right? Yeah.
He's a 3/3 flyer.
Oh man.
Yeah.
it be like that.
And I'll goad your one creature. And then, I'm actually trying to decide what I'd rather do. It's probably better if I need to get a second gold before I go too far. That's too many gold. There. I'll use
The
gold.
sheer nerves
I'll
I feel
play
every time Liz
Angler
starts tapping
Turtle.
mana.
Yeah.
I'll play an Angler Turtle. I think this was played
Oh,
last
I love
week.
that turtle.
Yeah. it
Hexproof
was.
creatures your opponents control attack each combat fable.
I don't
It is
like
a
what it's
good
gonna do
turtle.
to me, but I love that turtle.
I'll pass.
I was beyond excited to see that the D&D set added a brand new dragon turtle. I don't even remember if it's good or not. I just remember I think it's really
But
cool.
Yeah.
we do remember. Ugh.
You
Take
alright?
your time.
I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. That sentence doesn't deserve to be finished, honestly. There's a moment we lost it.
Your brain like short circuited for a second there.
The sentence ended like almost like the dragon turtle dreamed it until recently.
Alright, I play the swamp, and I am going to tap 3 to play Aven Mind Sensor. It is a 2/1 bird wizard with flash, flying, and if any of y'all are trying to search your library, you only get to look at the top 4.
Dear God, I
Good.
put so many tutors in this.
Oh
Okay,
no.
that's fair.
Chris, I'm gonna attack you.
Definitely the right decision. And you get a gold. I can't block.
Yeah, you do get a gold, and I
Yeah.
get a gold.
I almost mistook
gold all
flash for
around,
haste.
honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, Flash is really cool though. Yeah.
Flash is really cool.
Yeah. And then infinite token or something for you for a
Oh,
gold.
yeah.
Sweet gold.
Every time I erase one of these with my hand, I remember why I tell myself not to erase them with my hand.
That is my turn.
All right.
That was so weird.
Tap my guys. Wow.
I play flash at normal speed because I'm dumb.
No, you want to send a message.
Oh yeah, that's
You
a
are sending a
confidence bird right there.
It would be too powerful if they played
Oh, yeah, did you take your
flash
damage?
spells at
I did,
instant
yeah.
speed.
So
Obviously.
yeah, I got it. And then I'm gonna drop it. I think it's time. I think it's time to bring in my commander. So we're gonna do.
Here's a gold.
Oh, sweet. I thought that went to you.
No,
Nice.
I have a gold already.
None of us know what this card does.
Sigh.
Does a token that's sacrificed go to the graveyard?
Yeah. It disappears after that, but it does go to the graveyard.
I am not sure.
Chat, do we have an answer? Does a token being sacrificed go to the graveyard? Because if so,
A token?
then I get to.
No.
It does
It
trigger
disappears.
grave-
No, it goes to the graveyard.
It does
A token?
trigger like on death triggers. I
Mhm.
know that for sure.
Yeah. So it
What's the name
goes.
of that card again?
It goes to the graveyard and it
Nihilith?
immediately disappears. It's the same as if
Yeah.
you exile.
Yes,
it
it's graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay, so then since this is any card is put into an. When a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if it is suspended, you may remove a time counter from it. So it gets another one. Sweet.
Kind of funky, kind of fresh. All right, I am gonna go to combat, I guess.
Just kidding. Token's not a card. Good call. Good call.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Thank you.
That was
chat.
almost cool. But that actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
How big is that last creature you've got hanging out?
I
over
have a
there?
5/7 with hexproof, a 2/5, and currently. Oh, actually, no. This is.
You
I'm
get plus
forgetting-
ones. Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
I get a +1/+1.
From the time that
Yeah.
attacked me. Yeah, that's okay.
Wait. Is
I get a +1/+1 counter, and I draw a card. Now I get the asterisk.
Oh, yeah.
Now I deserve the asterisk. Don't know what my cards do. It's fine.
Well, I think for this turn, I'm going to be chillin'. And...
You do have to attack.
Oh, I do, because I got goaded. You goaded this person specifically, right?
No, Angler Turtle says
Oh, I
creatures
did
your
attack
opponents control
anyway.
attack each combat if able.
Alright.
So you do have to
I have
attack.
one Summoning Sickness Commander, and this one's
Yep.
going somewhere. So I'm going to attack... How big is that creature there, Dylan?
Oh, that's a 2/1 with shadow.
Yeah, it can't block.
How interesting that is. I think I'm gonna... Is it till end of this turn? Yeah, I'm just gonna attack again for 2/2.
At me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll take that. Not that I have any other options, really.
Yeah, you did.
But
No.
What
Yeah.
choice do you have?
Oh, If that creature had to attack this combat, I put a 1/1 counter on it. So it had to attack this
It
combat.
did, yeah.
I get another card.
all right.
And I get to put another counter on it.
Are you done?
And that's
Chris?
it, yeah, sorry, I should
All
have
right.
passed my turn.
Untap. Upkeep. This is like below my draw for turn. I'm gonna play Drownyard Temple. Gonna pay 2 and cast Price of Fame. Costs 2 less if it targets a legendary creature. Just I'm gonna get yelled at for playing an instant at sorcery speed.
Do what you
Whoops. And I'm going to destroy Firkraag. And then I surveil 2. I look at the top 2 cards and then put any number of them into the graveyard and the rest on top of your library in any order.
Already there's a message in the chat about why you playing that instant right now.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
See,
What are you doing?
see, I'd like to think it's because I'm gonna draw more cards if you don't get rid of it like before combat.
Maybe.
I'd like to think that's your reasoning.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Not the whole, oh, you could have played this with instant speed, you just
I'm gonna
chose something.
send Overcharged Amalgam to my graveyard, which I can do because of the surveil, and then put the other one on top of the library. Get that guy tucked away there. And then I'm
Why
gonna
is that guy
tap
tucked away?
another 2. What?
Why is he tucked away?
He's in the command zone.
Oh, you just... Okay.
And this should also be in the graveyard. Play Feed the Swarm. Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's mana value. Chris, your tapped legendary creature.
Okay.
It goes bye-bye.
Okay. And you lose life or
I lose life.
Okay, gotcha.
How much was it? 3?
3 cost, yeah.
I was afraid of that. All right. Also, cards put into the graveyard and then opponent's graveyard. So I only missed 1 trigger, and I didn't actually miss it because that's when I did it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rin.
No, you didn't miss.
And then I move to combat, and I have to swing, and so I will swing at.
You don't want a goal?
What is,
No, it's fine. You can hit me. I can go to 37.
yeah. All right. And then I will pass my turn.
Just a roll of pennies punching bag in the corner.
I will untap, upkeep, draw my card for turn. I will play Castle Vantress. who, when it enters it enters battlefield tapped unless you control an island. I control an island. It taps to add a blue or 2 blue tap to scry 2. So I'm gonna play that first. Three, 4, 5, and I'll use the 2 gold, and I will replay my commander. And then I will go to combat, and I'm going to
Do some swinging.
yeah, I'm gonna do some swinging.
I know you're looking over here because you're attacking Chris, not me, right?
That's your commander, isn't it, Chris?
It is my commander, yeah.
Your commander doesn't have reach, right?
No, definitely not.
Okay, I'm sending my commander at you. And I'm going to send. I'm gonna send Vela at you, and I'm gonna send Angler Turtle. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. At Dylan. Got the words out. So, because I'm attacking you, Chris, I get a gold.
And that's flying, so Chris can't block.
Yeah,
it,
I
right?
should, this is the second time I'm hit by your commander, I believe. I should
Yes.
probably write down commander damage. But I don't
yeah.
think you had any counters when you hit me. You might have had one. I think you had one.
No, I did not.
You did not. Okay.
No, I only got counters this last round, and then my commander died.
Okay.
How much was the Bayleth?
A 2/5. You can block.
Yeah.
You can? I don't know if you do.
I feel like that little bird's actually pretty tight right now.
Yeah. Don't want to kill off my bird boy.
It's a, what was that, a 3/3?
Yep.
Right, yeah, okay. That's a classic. A bunch of 3/3 commanders
Yeah.
in this set.
It is gold, right? Not treasure.
It is gold.
Probably, yeah.
The curse is gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet,
Which
sweet
is-
gold.
Yeah. They don't make gold like they used to.
No.
It's usually just treasure. Gold is actually strictly better than treasure.
Yeah, I think Dylan's the one that told me about the better
I
difference there.
said that to you
Wait.
last week because
What
I've
is
heard
treasure
Kleiser say
colorless?
it 20,000 times.
Yeah, no, treasure is
He's
It's,
right.
the only difference is
it's
it
just
taps.
buried in my
Yeah.
brain.
It's also, so treasure taps and then goes away. Gold just goes away.
Yeah.
You can just choose to get rid of it
So
at
like,
any time.
if you have like, an example would be like an Urza Lord High Artificer who makes all of your artifacts be able to tap for a blue. So unlike a treasure where you either have to tap it for any color or tap it for blue, with gold you can tap it for blue because of Urza, and then you can also sacrifice it so you get more out of it.
Slight utility boost, but pretty nice.
In my second main, I'm gonna play. I like chaos. I choose chaos. Shiny impetus on your Dalthy Horror.
I love that the
Alright.
new
So,
shiny impetus.
I guess
art-
I'll explain it first.
Yeah.
It's so enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you create a treasure token. So anytime the Dalthy Horror attacks, I will create a treasure. So I will now have gold and treasure. This
Yeah.
is gonna get confusing.
I love that the new art for that. The original one was like this weird something rodent furry type creature. I don't know what it was. And now the new one is now like he's even bigger.
Yes, I will pass.
All right, I'm peeking.
I haven't even begun to peek.
I just wish you guys would like block and have things die so that I can get Nihilith out here a little bit faster.
Trying out here.
You
I
know?
am trying out here.
I think that's a classic commander conundrum is just you'll attack people and they'll be like, I can take 12 damage. That's cool, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to play a Plains And I'm going to sacrifice this gold, and I'm going to
Make big things happen.
tap everything
Ooh.
to play
Big
Calculating Lich.
Oh,
Yo,
what does that
yo.
do?
He has Menace. It's a 5/5 with Menace. Whenever a creature attacks one of my opponents, that player loses 1 life. I think it's saying that opponent. It's kind of weirded a little word.
Yeah.
Weird, but
Does that creature
Weirded
share
a
a
little
creature
word.
type with your commander?
no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a wizard, so these two are the same.
Okay. I was just wondering because of Path of Ancestry.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd be really good. Oh,
Well, Chris,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna attack you.
You really want to like do attrition here?
Don't you have to block with or attack with both your creatures that don't have summoning sickness?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that.
I can't block
I
your
am
bird though,
tapped
so
out.
that's cool for you. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna attack Liz with Aven
Yes.
Mind Sensor,
Very-
Chris with Nalia.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I will take 2.
I'm
And I will also get a gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna begrudgingly take that damage. I really, there's not much I can do about it right now. I could
And I will
give
put
up
a
my
lot of mana
commander if
here.
I don't wanna.
Because I need to remember.
You said you're also taking the 2, Chris?
Yeah. 3? Yeah,
3.
3.
Yeah. I can figure out how many
And
cards
I
work.
pass turn.
Of course you do.
You would.
Yeah, you would, Patrick. Alright. Well, this turn I'm just gonna do.
Nothing went into the graveyards yet. Huh.
No.
Does it have to be a creature that goes in the graveyard?
Just a card.
any card.
Just not a token. That's all that I need. And also somebody else's, because I have sent 3 things to the graveyard, but it doesn't care about
Oh,
me.
I got you. Oh wait.
No.
Oh, wait.
That's just
Actually, just to be incredibly mean, you
Create some
have,
tokens?
I have something funny I can do. I could put a card in the graveyard, or I can do play the adventure on Beanstalk Giant, which is
Oh.
Fertile Footsteps. Search your library for a basic
So
land
you're gonna
card.
look at the top 4 cards?
Yeah, I guess
the
so. But I
Raven?
have faith. I have incredible faith that there will be a land card in the top 4 cards.
It's pretty likely.
Yeah, put it on the battlefield and then shuffle. 2, 3, 4.
It has to be a basic too, I think.
Oh, also.
You get there?
No.
Oh
I forgot calculating Lich's ability. I attacked you too, so you both also lose
an
1
extra life. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. Okay, so what happens to my cards that I draw from the top of my library instead of searching properly? Do you know what I mean?
I think they just get shuffled on the bottom.
Okay.
Well, what
That'd be
even
this-
was
this
the
bad.
Or
Right.
actually, no. Does the Beanstalk Giant say shuffle your library after you
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
card? Then you just shuffle,
Just
your
shuffle
whole
them back
library.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just search the top 4 and then shuffle.
Yeah,
Okay.
you shuffle the whole thing.
Alright. Then, I'm a salty sea bear, and I'm just gonna pass my turn. That's okay though, at least
Yeah.
Dylan didn't get anything, and this guy's gonna hang out in exile.
Okay,
going on in
you do
here.
have to attack.
You do.
Oh!
You are goaded too. So you can't hit me.
Well, it looks like we're going towards Dylan then. We're gonna have...
I'm sorry, Dylan.
Sorry, Dylan.
I'm gonna be out of this game before I get to do anything
So first
with my
off,
strategy.
Dylan, take 1 life or lose 1 life.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Because of the lich.
Yep.
Yeah.
God.
What is
And so
I
how much am
love
I getting
this
hit
guy.
for?
3 commander damage.
And then I will
Oh
put
my
it on
God.
a counter on Firkraag, and I will make another gold. This is absurd.
Oh, I mean, this game's gonna go faster than
Yeah,
last.
this
You
is-
Let's go.
can't try to say that that's not the case.
Yeah.
Speed run of the
All right,
first.
is that all that you're doing?
That's all I'm
Speed
doing.
run
yeah.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. It's getting close, guys. Draw for turn. I'm going to tap 4 and play Ravenous Chupacabra. When it enters the battlefield, destroy a target creature an opponent controls. And
Yeah, pretty
Let's go to the command.
I don't like this turtle either, but I just
You
He's
can't
hexproof.
target it.
Yeah, your voice
Oh God, I
hexproof.
can't. You're right.
Yeah, you can't target it.
I love that turtle.
Oh, that's
It's so
brutal.
good. It's so bad.
It's so good.
God. This is why the only reason I was thinking about taking that deck was so that you didn't get the deck.
I love it how you just coming
And-
out and saying you would
yeah.
spite it because you didn't want to play against me.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I'll do.
Oh, I understand. This
Okay.
is now.
And that enter there. That go. Does that go to the graveyard?
I'm not sending it to the graveyard. I'm sending it to the command zone, so it actually doesn't count. Do you want to take that back? I will give you the option. Even though I think that is correct.
Yeah.
I've done
This
so.
sucks, man. Even when I kill stuff, it doesn't go to the graveyard. This is brutal.
Yeah. I will say, I would say the only other really awesome target could be Rin's Lich,
No.
but at the
Yeah.
same time, that thing can make you attack, guaranteeing that is getting triggered.
Okay, but the Lich is helpful to you because when you attack other people, you do one
The chat
extra
says
damage.
it still hits the graveyard.
Oh,
Oh, it
really?
does? Still hit
Graveyard
the
changing
graveyard?
zones, then you choose the command zone.
Dylan's card stays.
Okay,
winning.
yes, then absolutely
Yeah,
get rid of Firkraag.
yeah. That makes things easy. Thank you,
One
chat.
turn closer to freedom, baby.
So
The
what
worst part
happens
is it's
again?
only a 4-4. It's not like it's that crazy.
What happens when time runs up on that card?
It just goes into play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4/4 creature. Then it goes into play.
Wow. And
But
then I
like
guess
also like I still wouldn't have been able to cast it if I
Yeah.
didn't suspend it. So you know.
Watch,
And then
watch someone do a board wipe as
then
soon
with
as
the
you get it
combat.
out.
and you can't hit me.
That would be incredible. I would be
It's not a
yeah.
4/3 though.
I guess I'm gonna go at
Do it.
Chris.
We've just been forced to
So it's
swing at
got
each other on a
+2/+2,
turn
and
by
when it
turn
attacks,
basis.
I create a treasure token.
Yeah. Or no, Liz
I
creates a treasure
create a
token
treasure
because
token.
Liz, even though it's on your board, Liz is the controller of that enchantment.
That's-
It's rough.
You'll need to give names to your targets and who's attacking, blocking for transcript.
Okay.
This was okay.
Okay, so what you're
so-
attacking with the Dalthy Horror.
Yeah, so that's
And I don't know
4.
who you're attacking.
I'm attacking with the Dalthy Horror at Chris for 4.
And I do not have any blockers.
So I will
That's a 4
create
for me.
a treasure and a gold, and you get a gold too, Dylan.
But it's also 5, right? Because
Of Lich. Yeah,
of
you're
the
right.
Lich.
Yeah.
You
And
get
it's
a gold.
when you're
I get a
attacking,
gold.
not just when the
Oh,
attack
yeah, I got
hits.
you. Gold. My great gold tokens.
All right.
3D.
That's cool. Can I do anything with that?
Oh, you could have just reused mine too.
Nah, that one's
No,
yours.
we got
It's
more.
your personal
I'm gonna
For when I hit you again?
pass the turn.
Okay. So I will untap.
Actually,
Oh, did you want anything else?
no. I just realized that if the commander go, I think I destroyed that the first time after this was out. I must have,
Maybe.
but missed the trigger. So we're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't want to pick up that asterisk token. So
We could treat
I'll
it like a
draw.
monarch token. Just pass it around.
whoever finishes the game with the N asterisk, which would actually just be whoever wins. That just guarantees whoever
Yeah.
wins the game. That's an asterisk.
Whoever make
Almost,
a trophy.
actually, if I were to mill somebody out completely.
Is
But
the
luckily for
trophy
you
gonna
guys,
be a
I
giant
don't
asterisk?
get cards to play for the most part. So
Yeah.
And I'll sack my treasure, and I'm gonna play my commander for the 3rd time this game.
Heck yeah.
you know, it's just a slap in the face every time. I do so much work to get rid of it, and then she's just like, like he never left. But I guess he's weaker too, so I'll take that.
At least it's a kind of a stagnant board state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only really getting in like chip damage. So I'm sorry, and I'm gonna hit you with Firkraag again, and Chris, I'm gonna hit you with Baloth, and Dylan, I'm gonna hit you with Angler Turtle again.
How much?
Run it
is
back.
it?
So this is a 3/3, this is a 2/5, and this is a 5/7. And because I am attacking with Baloth, at you, Chris, I will get a gold token. So that's before
And you
damage.
take 1 damage.
Yep. And so that's 3 damage overall, right? Because he's a 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I guess you'll
Awesome.
take 6.
Dylan takes 1 damage from the lich.
Unless you let your boy die and then sacrifice a gold and you get your boy out.
But you still take 1 damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, letting him die doesn't help this because it's opponent's graveyard.
That's so unfortunate.
Unless you
Yeah.
want to let me put him in your graveyard for some reason. I wouldn't say no to that.
Gates open,
Let the record show.
Can you do that? Is there like a card to put your cards in someone
There
else's
is-
GraveyArd?
Yeah, there are cards that do
How
weird
does
things.
yours work again, Rin?
Which one?
The thing that
Commander?
does the damage.
Oh, the Lich?
Yeah.
Whenever a creature attacks one of my opponents, that player loses 1 life.
So it's an attack trigger, so I can't stop that.
Yep. And you get 1 damage, and you get 1 damage.
That's how I feel right now.
I guess I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, and the 3, does he have flying?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I will take that.
Oh, I think you win.
You went a little.
I will take that health.
Chris, what does your commander do?
It's pretty weird. So, whenever you cast a spell from exile, a land enters the battlefield under your or a land enters the battlefield under your control from exile. Create a 2/2 wolf green creature token.
Okay.
And then you can also discard a card and then exile the top card of your library, and it lets you play it this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will use in my second main phase 4 of my treasures to play a mocking doppelganger.
Ooh. See, I thought I didn't
Is
have my commander
flash,
stolen.
and I may have mocking doppelganger enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature an opponent controls, except it has other creatures with the same name as this creature are goaded. I'm gonna copy Ravenous Chupacabra.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I gave you an opportunity to kill it.
Okay, that's whatever.
Rin, what does your commander do again?
Nalia lets me look at the top card of my library at any time. I can cast party numbers from the top of my library. And at the beginning of my combat, if I have a full party, I get 1/1 counters on each creature I control.
And they get death touch until the end of
till
turn.
turn. You don't need to know about it. You don't worry about it. Don't even think about it.
I'm actually going to get rid of the 4/4, the one that's been dealing all the damage.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Lich.
Yeah, I think that's what we get rid of.
Yeah.
Liz,
Yep,
I take
yep.
this back. I love this strategy. Now I think this is now down to
welcome.
1.
You're welcome.
What I was a little hasty in when you played it. So he's goaded now, right?
Yes, he's
Okay.
goaded for the rest of
I was worried that you were going to copy him and then like kill him, and I was going to, yeah.
No.
I was,
you don't.
I'm sad.
I was
I
gonna
love
shed
the
a tear or
Lich.
2.
Is that the time-based trigger thing? I can't remember what it's called. Suspend. Is suspend only reduced by things entering their graveyard, or is it each thing that enters their graveyard? Because I think
Whenever a
3 treasures-
card is put into an opponent's graveyard
so your
from anywhere.
boy is free, right? Because 3 golds just went out.
Yeah, but those aren't cards.
Yeah, they're not cards.
Yeah,
They disappear
he
when
would
he moves
have
out.
been out a long time ago if
Okay.
that was
Yeah.
the case.
And then the last thing I'm going to do for my turn is I have not played a land yet.
Oh,
I'm going
Lich
to play
hits
an Is
graveyard,
It Boiler
says
Works.
Jad.
And then
Which it's graveyard. Which
when it,
'Cause
you
Rin's
already
Lich
went
died.
down to 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. that-
Okay.
When it Is It Boiler Works enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand, and it tap to add blue. I will return this mountain to my hand, and that will be my turn. I will pass.
R.I.P. the Lich.
Yeah.
that just made bounce lands make so much more sense to me.
Do you think they'll ever print like a secret layer?
I don't know why I never thought about using it on a tapped land before and just waiting to put the land in. I think I'm always just greedy.
I just want it now.
Oh, now you learned something new today.
They should absolutely make alternate art bounce houses for like every bounce land if they could. I mean,
That'd be amazing. We
Yeah.
could stick it in the new unset.
I would
Chris,
love that.
I would buy all
You
of
need
them.
to make altars.
I think so. Yeah.
You need to
I want a
start
bounce
making
house.
altars. All right, scrying just is a peek, and I can choose to tuck it in the bottom of
Yeah.
my library.
Yeah.
Sweet. I am playing a swamp.
So like altar sleeves, but I wasn't paying attention to what was said that prompted that message.
The bouncy houses on a bounce lands. I'm going to play Folk Hero, which is a background. I think this might be the only background that came in this Precon.
I think
It's the
each
only
one of
that
them
I
has
saw.
one background.
Commander creatures I own have, whenever I cast a spell that shares a creature type with this creature, so human, rogue, draw a card. This ability triggers only once per turn. Is that human or rogue, right? Am I assuming that
I
correctly?
think,
Yes.
yeah, they share both.
Because
yeah.
that would be not fun if it was,
was just
the
one. It's
just
only
one.
human
I was
rogue.
just talking with
You
Dylan.
won't get to draw two cards
Like
if it's a
the more
human and
specific.
a rogue, but like you still get the one.
Like
for
there's
either.
a card in this deck. I think that's like it's like a crab ooze horror.
Oh.
It would be so unfortunate if it was like, yeah, sorry, only crab ooze horrors can.
I love the reality chip is a legendary creature equipment jellyfish artifact. Like,
It's
a lot.
it's amazing.
I love it.
I have never figured out why the jellyfish part is in there.
Because
Yeah,
it can't be a squid, can't be an octopus.
No squids
too
in
good.
there.
Could just-
yeah.
Is it? I guess I don't really know what the art is on
I
it.
love
Maybe it
decks
makes
where it's
sense
like a
with the
whole
art.
It's like a
underwater
jellyfish.
scene.
Okay, I'll let
You've got
I'll
your
let that slide.
jellyfish, you've got your
let that
turtles, you've got your
resolve.
merfolk,
Yeah.
you've got your remoras.
Do you say
Ooh.
folk like folk?
Hey,
You're,
what's up, folk?
yeah.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Folk.
Folk?
So,
Folk music.
Turning into
Or
a,
like you wouldn't say
turning
like
into
polka.
a northern Wisconsinite.
You say that? I've definitely heard polka before.
It's the
But it's
Wisconsin
wrong.
accent.
But
I
I'm
swear
from
it's the
Wisconsin,
Wisconsin
too.
accent.
I'm
It's sometimes it just hits you real
all right,
hard.
so we've got the third
Yeah, you
party
can be
Yeah,
here.
the
we've got a
judge.
balancing
Is it
influence.
folk and polka, or is it folk and polka?
folk and polka.
Let's
the L?
go.
Where's the L? Where did the L go?
They're not
It's
so worried
silent.
about it. There never was an L. It's all in your imagination.
Yeah.
I am tapping 4 mana to play Grim Hireling, and because I used Path of Ancestry, when this mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares creature type with your commander's scry 1, I am doing that and putting that on the bottom. And I also get to draw a card.
Oh, heck yeah. See, I actually think that's an incredibly good background.
Yeah,
of all the ones
that's you also have
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just worked
a
out
really
nicely.
good like synergized like setup for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is not staying in my deck
overall-
much longer, but it's
Yeah.
nice for right now.
Yeah. I mean, I
White
already
card
took
draw's
the
pretty-
background out of this deck, so I understand.
Yeah.
I can't remember the background in this one was weird. Did I take it out? I don't think I did.
I have a feeling that my background's tavern.
Is it weird to do
Something
this
weird.
even though it's not an
is
aura? Like it's not an aura equipment.
But it only
I would
affects
leave
your
it
it
makes
separate
sense.
anyway. It does make sense. I would just leave it separate.
Yeah.
Because then the chat can see the name.
You
and
can hang
stuff.
out next to my Curse of Opulence, and we'll both keep track of each other's things.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Chris, I am attacking
Yep,
you with
absolutely.
You
Nalia
Of
have
course.
to
for
attack
you.
with everything that can.
Yep.
So you also
Yeah,
have
this
to
all
guy
you
is
got.
Yeah. I don't have any flyers. You
Well
can't
then.
just-
Buzz. Oh gosh.
Take your time.
I'm attacking you for 2 in the air,
Yep.
and that's all I got.
will Make a
Woo, go
gold.
Dylan.
Yes. Thank you, Targa.
Make a 1-ring counter, draw a card, and take 2.
I'm not doing too hot, to be honest. It's been a pretty rough game thus far, but Now that I got a fan in the chat, maybe it'll turn around for me.
Oh, I guess I can't pick on you anymore. You have a fan in the chat. It's
Did
okay.
you take
I
any
don't
both
think
of
I
these,
have
or
a
just
fan.
one?
No,
in the chat.
just Nalia.
Okay, so that's 3 damage to me.
And I also get gold. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You do
that's
get a gold.
my turn because I forgot about that.
Oh my
You
god.
get a gold.
But I think that is my turn anyway. So
Good. Good.
I just like
Ridiculous.
the overestimating how much room you were gonna have to write out Chupacabra.
Close enough.
To be fair, I couldn't tell you how many letters are in Chupacabra to start off with, so
I'm just proud of myself
gonna
for
guess
not
10.
looking at the card when I spelled that.
3, 4, 5,
So
6.
yeah,
it is 10. Oh, I was right. I guess I can't tell how many letters are in
lucky
Chupacabra.
guess.
There we go. Oh, I'm gonna knock my deck over. Let's not do that.
It's like what was it? 52 card pickup, but it's within most of a commander deck.
Oh, I've
100
played
card
pickup
Roughly
before.
86 card pickup.
Let's not.
I love when one of us dies and the screen goes black. I feel like it looks like
Oh,
those
yeah,
infomercials. It was like, don't you hate it when this happens? You swipes deck over entire.
Or when someone gets hit in GTA, it all goes black and white.
So what are you casting?
I tapped Mountain and a Forest. I'm gonna cast Nature's Lore, so
You're gonna let
I'm gonna go for it again. I'm just let's try it again. Another 4 cards.
Oh no.
And it has to be. Does that say it has to be a forest? That's unfortunate. That's an
Does it
unfortunate
really?
life we're living out here. Your boy needs some mana, but that's okay. And then I'm going to play. I'll let you guys have fun while I shuffle. I'm gonna play Arcane Signet. Actually, I'm gonna keep that by my mana to make that easier for me. Tap all my guys.
Is Aven Mind Sensor affecting this?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, it absolutely is. Every time you try to search your library, you can only search the top 4
Yeah.
cards of your
Oh
library.
gosh, I am
That was a chat
terrible
question.
at
I totally knew that was
these
what
things.
was going on.
I also get 2 treasure tokens because of Grim Hireling. I didn't even read this card when I played it.
Oh dear,
I
oh,
know.
that's your
Played-
asterisk.
Read your
Yeah, asterisk. I played Grim Hireling. It is a 3/2. Whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I get 2 treasure tokens.
Per creature,
And-
dang. Or just at all.
I think
Whenever,
it's
whenever,
Yeah.
whenever just flat 2.
Yeah.
And for 1 black mana, sacrifice X treasure tokens. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, only
Okay.
as a sorcery.
That. And I put a card in my graveyard, Dylan.
Oh yeah, you get your thing.
freedom at last.
And it gets to attack.
Yeah.
Who did you attack?
That's
in your
true.
turn?
It does get to it. I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
even think about
that should be untapped. So I'm gonna attack, I guess.
Something about these asterisk emotes in the chat just looks right.
Oh yeah.
Just feels right.
I'm goaded, right? I assume. Actually.
No, you are not goaded. You just
Oh,
have to
I
attack because of the turtle.
Well, what you got? What you got? You got like a 3/2.
Yep. And an asterisk. I shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack you.
And what are you attacking me for?
3.
I see.
What are you gonna do about
I
it?
see.
What are you gonna do about it?
Take it.
Nice.
And then I will
Excellent.
put a 1/1
Excellent
counter on
time.
Firkraag, and I will draw a card.
Yeah, Chris, I can't help but notice you're complaining about not having enough mana. But if you would just attack yourself, you'd get gold.
That's what
Yeah,
I
easy.
unironically have thought that several times. I was like, I wonder if there is a way that I can make this happen with a card in my hand or something, but no.
If
Is
you
that your turn?
That's
if
my
you
turn.
had the card that lets you like pick a fight between 2 creatures, could you pick your
Untap.
own creatures and then use
No, I know some of them specifically say creature you don't control, but it would be funny if you found one that didn't. You just
that?
gotta-
Yeah, actually,
you just
the one that
brawl
I
it
was
out.
thinking
That'd
of
be
also
amazing.
does.
Yeah. It would be funny to play basically like a mono green sacrifice deck where you have to make your creatures fight
Just
to get things done.
start goldfishing in the middle of a 4-person game.
Well, yeah, I mean, they do have decks that they just call solitaire decks because you really all you're doing is playing with your own board state. You're not interacting with anybody.
I'm going to tap all of these and sacrifice my gold to cast Captain Nagathrod.
Am I crazy or does he look tiny compared to your other cards? I don't know why I feel that.
You're crazy. You're literally insane.
It's like
dude.
the smallest little guy of all
It
time.
does. It's just like a weird optical. I think it's because of the circle, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it's like darker too. It's got the dark. What if I?
It looks like you don't have a.
That looks a little bigger. But this one looks cooler.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
does that
that's
not
what I
have
think.
a outer
This is.
sleeve?
I usually don't
that's
like
why.
Yeah.
to use the big like cardboard ones, but I think it just feels right with this guy.
They're so
Yeah.
nice.
They are really cool.
Okay, so now I will move to combat. So everything has to attack.
These two are goaded, so they can't attack me.
Yep.
Kind of want a deck with all these thick cards.
All of my horrors have menace. They are all horrors. And then this one also has fear. I'm going to swing with the Nihilith at Liz. And then do I get multiple triggers of that enchantment if I attack him with two
No,
different
you only
creatures or
get
just the
one
one?
gold.
Okay.
I read it.
Um,
We can read it again if we want to clarify.
Then I will swing at Chris with Ravenous Chupacabra.
Yup.
I think. And then, and then at Rin with Douthie Horror.
How much is
So that's 4 coming at Rin, 2 at Chris, 4 at
Yep.
Liz.
So, because of those attacking, I get a treasure off of the Douthie Horror. I get a gold because you're attacking Chris.
And I get a gold because I'm attacking Chris. I almost forgot. That's why I did that.
I think I get 2 triggers because it says whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, if that creature had to attack this combat, I put a 1/1 counter on Firkraag and I draw a card.
I would
think
say
I
yes,
get
because
2.
otherwise it would say 1 or more.
Yeah, so I will get 2 counters and I will draw 2 cards.
I have a large appreciation for how well Magic has done with the way they word cards, and how there's a very specific way that they get things done, and you can figure out for the most part what the cards are just by knowing that if it meant something else, it would say this, and it doesn't. So
Yeah.
Have you read Ligrella the Magpie?
so all those are gonna hit, correct?
what are
Yes.
you attacking me with
Yeah,
again?
for sure.
It is a 4/3 with Shadow and Menace. So you can't be blocked by creatures that don't have.
It has to be 2 creatures that block them, right?
Yeah,
just can't
and
one.
this one specifically, it has to. Your creatures would have to have Shadow to block it.
Yeah, and
Wait,
I take 4 off of the Nihilith.
You're
Yep.
same with the guy on the left
Yep.
on yours?
Mhm.
I mean, I could be really mean and give it -2/-2.
You could.
You could do that.
It wouldn't die.
It's a 4/3 though, so I don't know.
Yeah, and I can't block it to finish it off, so 4.
Okay, so that puts you down to 25. Did
thinking
everybody
about
else update their life totals there?
I have
I think so,
eight or
yeah.
9.
It was 2 that you hit me with, right? That little guy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And you're at. Okay, and then because of Captain Nagathrod, each of you mill cards equal to the amount of damage that was done to you.
I mill 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Milled an island. Mountain.
Graveyard or bottom of
Temple
library?
of the
Graveyard.
False God, oh my gosh. And a reliquary tower. Well,
Well,
that's
Jesus.
a lot of lands.
Yep.
I mean, I guess you're welcome.
I
Because
guess.
you kind of already have a decent mana base out that
Yeah.
I don't have to worry as much about.
So you
Reliquary
killed
tower would
my
be nice.
Macias, which I was kind of looking forward to getting out. He was fun last game.
Yep.
Grim Harsupex?
That's a new one to me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I somehow missed this one in the. Whenever a
Nope,
non-token creature draws a. Yeah.
I'm so sorry
And
to
2
the
lands.
viewers that just had to witness that. And then you mill 2.
Mill 2. All right. That is, you suck. Terramorph and Sweet Gum Recluse. Sweet Gum Recluse has Cascade if you're trying to get funky.
That card's so good.
I really like it. That actually genuinely
Was that
like
the
won
one
me
you
the
were
game.
like
Yes.
excitingly telling me about earlier today?
Maybe it's
You're
what
like,
won me the game last time. I was
Yeah.
incredibly happy.
Can I
about
read
it.
Micaeus again?
Yeah, so he is all about counters, moving counters around, getting
Also,
rid of
reach
them.
is just pretty neat
Yeah.
for these flying lads around us.
He's alright. Good for a cleric.
The case is just kind of okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
alright.
I'm
He's
gonna
pretty
let
good.
Micaeus stay dead, and I'm going to steal Chris's Sweet Gum Recluse, so I can put 3 1/1 counters on each of any number of target creatures that entered the battlefield
Oh.
this turn.
Dylan, did you see that it doesn't get cascade?
Okay, but the
'Cause I'm
3
not
plus-
casting him.
The +1/+1s are
Yeah,
pretty
the
good.
three
though.
the 3+1/+1s are more of the reason that I wanted to do that anyways, so
Yeah.
that works.
That's pretty good.
I will pass the turn.
Okay.
I appreciate you saying that though, because I definitely would have thought of the Cascade.
Draw.
That wasn't the tip of the iceberg, you know.
Would have been a really cool thing to be able to steal, though. Yeah. Would have been pretty neat.
Targa, I would just like you to know that since you joined, I have been doing significantly better, even if I'm still in a rough spot.
I keep spending mana ramp spells to do nothing.
The top 4 cards of the library. That makes me pretty happy, actually, that I waited to put the tutors in my deck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How do I want to cast this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play Will Kenrith.
Yo.
So he's a planeswalker with 3 abilities. The one I'm going to activate is. I think I'm actually going to -2 him, which is target player draws 2 cards until your next turn. Instant sorcery and planeswalker spells that player casts cost 2 less to cast. I will target myself.
Is there ever a situation you wouldn't target yourself with that?
Yeah. And I guess also need to remember this
Politics.
before I even pick a mode.
Birthday.
So Will has partner with. Partner with says when I play the partner, I go find whoever's partnered with that card. So I'm actually going to go search my deck for Rowan Kenrith and put it into my hand.
Does the thing that says you can only search for
Oh, that's
before
so
affect
unfortunate.
that?
I think it does.
I'm actually going to do that
I think
before I
it
choose a
does.
mode. Hold on.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, you might get so lucky. That'd be pretty amazing.
Yep, I'll
As
do
somebody
that.
who this hasn't affected yet, I am loving this card, Rin.
It's way
Yeah,
better
see-
than I was expecting.
Let's go.
Oh
I will
man.
shuffle. I tried. Do I even still want to do that move?
Ruining your whole plan over here.
Yeah, I had it all lined up. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this, this, and this. No. Like, Will's so good, but no. Not here. Yeah, I think I might actually +2 him. Until your next turn, up to 2 target creatures each have base power and toughness 0, 3, and lose all abilities. So I think I'm going to
Hey.
choose your commander, so that's Captain
Yeah.
something.
Nagathrod.
Nagathrod?
Yeah.
So that will become a 0/3. And then
But it
I-
has the 3/1/1 counters,
Yes,
so it's
so it's
still
a 3/6.
So it's just a 3/6 again.
Yeah, with nothing.
It's exactly
That's
the same as how we started.
And then
if you
I'm
wanted
gonna
to do
target your
Sweet Gum
commander.
Reckless too, it would also just
So your
be
commander is now a 0/3 and loses all abilities. That's right. Yeah, and lose all abilities.
Now,
It's until my next turn.
can I do a reaction to that? This depends on also if this ability means that I can cast from my library creatures at instant speed. I don't know.
If the creature
Only if they
has
have
flash,
flash.
you could.
I can look at any time.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the cast does not specifically say at any time. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I take it.
John Alters, thank you for the raid with a party of 6.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys. I think that's the first raid that we've gotten. That's exciting.
Cool.
So I can react by looking at the top card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want
Yeah,
to.
like
if
the
it-
trigger
if
goes
it's a
on the
creature
stat.
with-
Why?
It's a creature
Yeah.
with flash.
And then it'll be a 0.
That also
so.
is a 2 cost because, you have a gold and 2 treasures, don't you? So
Yeah.
it could be a 3.
And how big is that creature right
The
there?
Grim Hireling?
Yes, the Grim
It is
Hireling.
a 3/2.
Okay. I am going to attack. Dylan, I'm gonna attack you with my 7.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to attack you, Chris, with
Your
my
spider has
2/5.
reach.
Oh, yeah, he
you're
does have
right.
reach.
He
Yeah.
does. He
It's
does.
something. It's not
He's a
amazing,
crazy.
but it's something.
I do get the attack trigger, which is whenever one or more dragons I control attack an opponent, goad target creature that player controls. So I do get to goad one of your creatures.
Mhm.
And I will actually goad.
Probably this one, right? The one that's already goaded.
I'm gonna goad this one. The
Yep,
4/4.
that's the right choice.
Nihilith.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I also attacked you, so I will get a gold.
Okay, and that was with your 2?
Yes, so that will be 2 to you,
Okay.
and you will either take 7 or block.
Yeah, I have to block that.
Okay.
The poor spider.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
he's
he did
back
his
home.
job.
He's back home.
And then second main.
So you're down to 11, Chris.
Yep.
I have not played a land yet. I will play a mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 9 mana.
All right, let's brag about how much mana we've got.
I did not think this game was going to go this way. I would apologize, but
Suffering from success.
Don't apologize.
have
You
the
have every
nuts,
you
you
have
have
every
the
right
nuts.
to rub it in, and I have every right to be whiny about it, if you ask me at least.
I will actually cast a card I'm really excited to see right now because I just want to know if this is good or
Yes,
not.
yeah.
So Sarkin the Masterless is one I showed earlier when I showed that it was one of the ones I brought in. So whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature, and then it has until end of turn each planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature and gains flying, and -3 create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. What do I want to do with him? I think I want to create the dragon. So I don't have a 4/4 dragon. This will be the 4/4 dragon, but that's not all I'm doing this turn. I
don't know why I'm acting like my deck would have a 4/4 dragon in Absolutely no reason this would come with that
Okay.
token.
This is after each of us has made limited swaps. Lucky Recon.
Yes.
Yeah, so our last game was out of the box, and then Dylan got to make 7 swaps, I got to make 6, and Chris and Liz got to make 5.
Yeah.
I will spend 3 of my gold to play an agitator ant, which at the beginning of my ends, at the beginning of my end step, each player may put 2 1/1 counters on a creature they control. Goad each creature that it counters put on it this way. So I will cast that.
I feel like that little guy's gotten a lot of love, like 2 sets in a row, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in my Precon last time.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever even drew him, nonetheless
Nice.
played him. I don't think I got rid of him either, though.
No, yeah, he's a nice little fella.
That'll be the end of my turn. I am going to put. Well, we could. Each player may put 2 1/1 counters on a creature they control. So I am going to put 2 counters on Baloth.
And then that creature's goaded, correct?
Yeah. He's goaded. So the next. Well, it says until my next turn, those creatures attack each creature if able, and attack a player other than you if able.
And it's 2 1/1 counters?
Yeah.
I'm going to put those on the Nihilith.
I think I'm also actually going to put them on my commander, because there's no reason for me
I'm
not
gonna
to put them
mine
on my commander.
too. So that's everybody that gets to do that, right?
You haven't
Yeah.
entered.
And then,
Did you
then
already
they're
enter
goaded, so they
combat?
can't attack.
Okay.
Yeah. This is actually my end step.
Do you have any
Got it.
flying blockers?
I do. I have a 4/4 now. Who I'm trying to decide if I put 2 on 1 counters on.
You also get 2 1/1 counters, right? On any of those.
Yeah, I was
you can. Yeah.
deciding. And Dylan, do you have any flying blockers?
I'm gonna actually
You
put
don't
them on
have
the
any.
4/4.
Do you have any creatures with flying or reach?
No.
All right.
My reach guy got.
My reach guy's out of town.
destroyed.
I think that's all I'm going to do.
I'm gonna
on my
put
turn.
both of mine on Aven Mind Sensor.
I like Ivan. I like Ivan a lot.
Main sensor.
Wait, I think I can only put it on 1 creature. Hold on. Yeah, it's only on a creature. Okay, cool. It'll just go on Bela.
Quick thinking from
And you
Liz
can
to
only do it
avoid
on
any further astronaut. It's technically allowed if you do it before your turn ends.
Yeah.
I have not finished doing the action yet. It's
gosh,
not
it's
answered
still going.
yet. I will pass.
I'm very
Also, for
excited
the record,
party
it is
time.
only on this
Yeah,
one. This is
you're
from
doing
the
that from
enchantment.
the yeah.
Do you want a different colored dice potentially? Yeah, it might help.
I actually
could
might buy this
do
deck
that.
for myself. I'm liking it quite a lot.
Like I
it's
said,
an
that
interesting
it's
mechanic,
these
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
our 2 were the ones that I was like really excited about. But like I said, it's funny. My original strategy I was going to try to put in that one is not going to be good, but I like the other strategy also, so works out.
I actually might go out and buy this deck too. Like I might build this deck as like my casual deck. Because messing up combat seems like so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
They do
it's
like-
what
I
I
will
it's what I
pass
kept
on it.
wanting. That was what I was supposed to do with mine in the new Capenna set, where I was supposed to make a bunch of like small token creatures and
Yeah.
then tap 2 of them and then goad stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'd get to do it like once or twice, and then Chad would be like, "Ha, your whole game's messed up because of me." And then I put in the 1 land that would combat that, and then neither of us ever got those 2 cards.
That's always funny. You finally put something in your deck that you're like, this will solve my one problem. And you just don't see
Also,
it,
it's
don't
funny
see it.
because my entire strategy changed away from making a ton of tokens also, so it was just like,
Yeah.
but I still had that in just in case.
I was still so happy when I saw the Keza
Also, I
exists.
know that we haven't entered combat yet, but because Baloth is now a 4/7,
Oh,
anything
that's right.
power 3 or less is actually goaded, not just has to attack.
Okay.
Just to make that clear, because I don't
Yeah,
want that
yeah.
to be an issue.
Yeah.
And her abilities are out until your next.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Shoot. This is not at all how I think this deck is intended to be played. I've just gotten really, really
Oh.
weird draws.
Yeah, you might
need
get
to
lucky
rate
and get some
dragon
crazy
on
stuff happening.
this.
I think last week I won from what I genuinely thought was an unwinnable
is not
position.
Pragor.
So you never know what'll happen.
I'm not going to try to draw a dragon.
Yeah.
All right.
I tried to draw a goat last week, and it ended with me just like having the goat illustration there with goat written underneath it, and then sorry written on the side because it was so abysmally bad.
I am going to play Righteous Valkyrie.
Nice.
Ooh,
It is a
That's a new
2/4
one, right?
with flying.
I think so.
Yeah, actually it is. Yeah. Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to its toughness. As long as I have at least 7 life more than the starting total, creatures get 2/2. But you don't even need to worry about that.
Yeah.
All.
So are you one
Right.
warrior away from a full party? Or
I think so.
yeah.
No.
Crazy if you loaded a bunch of changelings. into that
Rogue,
deck and had one of
wizard,
those in
cleric.
there.
Actually,
mirror
yeah.
entity?
Yes,
Yeah.
you are right.
Okay.
That's right.
And
It's a better
So-
dragon than I could have come up with, to be honest.
not bad.
white.
Yeah. Oh, that actually adds a lot. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
that fixed it.
And I am tapping and sacrificing one of my treasures.
So like a horse looks so much more like a horse with a mane on it, but you don't realize that until you're looking at one, and,
I've never
you're
thought about
like, why doesn't this look like a horse? And then you put the mane on, and it does wonders.
I'm
for
gonna
it.
Google
very
bald horse
cute.
right after this. I need to know.
Have that AI image generated.
Yes,
It's
make it
also
for you.
like I remember there was in elementary school there was a kid who shaved his eyebrows.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
like I was looking at him and
Had a kid
I
in high
couldn't.
school do
I
that.
I didn't realize that he had shaved his eyebrows at first. I just kept looking at him and I was like, why does he look weird today? like something's off, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then he pops his head over the back of the bus chair and he's like, I shaved my eyebrows. And I was like, good for you, dude. Like, I don't know why you would do that, but
Yeah.
For the yucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew a kid in high school who did the same thing
Okay,
and
so
went
you-
full, shaved like his head. I think he tried to shave like every square inch of his body.
worst
I don't
part
know.
too
You
was
get
that
a
like
shapeshifter token?
that was while he was
Yeah, it's a
in
whole.
like elementary
We'll
school
get there.
dating
Yeah.
the girl that I had a crush on for the entire year. It was brutal.
Enough school
Simply brutal.
stories. I am playing irregular cohort, and this is a shapeshifter
There we
with
go.
changeling.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
2/2. When it enters the battlefield, I get a 2/2 colorless shapeshifter token with changeling. I love
Oh,
this
wow.
one. This is
Yeah.
like such a cute.
It's the cutest.
Oh, that's a reference to Rob the Crate or Crib Swap. It's a like card
Oh,
about
yeah.
swapping a baby with a
That is
shapeshifter.
in this
Yeah,
deck
and
too.
Yeah, I think that's in the deck.
He's all grown up.
Yeah, he's all grown
So
up. He's,
good.
he's still with the same family.
Oh, that is
Such a
really
happy-
cute.
Heartwarming story.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's why you play
because
Magic.
Yeah.
This guy is everything. So,
Party time.
angel or cleric entered the battlefield under my control. I gain life equal to its toughness,
Yep.
so I gain 2. Also,
That works.
So you can scry if you want.
do I want to draw first or do I want to scry first? That is the question.
Probably
That's
Scry
always the
first.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Scry first.
Are we,
did you
are we
draw?
gonna?
Can I?
Yeah,
I feel like
You
the
have to
decision
choose.
should have been made
Yeah.
before you picked the card up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, draw Scry is still good.
Yeah.
all right. Now I scry.
Yes.
The displeasure, the look of
Oh, yeah.
sadness.
How much is in everyone's
you,
graveyard?
You have 2 creatures that
Whoa,
enter.
that's kind of my question,
So
Rick.
you get to do this twice, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, not
everything
the
except
scry
for
part, but-
this and
Yeah.
this is only once per turn. So
Oh,
I'll only.
okay.
Yeah. That white card drop.
Do you gain one
know what?
per angel? The chat asks.
Not up there. Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield, so I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, so you get to double up on that? So it's like because they're clerics and angels, or is that not what he's asking?
Oh no.
No, you get 1 life per
Cleric-
creature that came out because they are.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Like-
if it was an
yeah.
angel cleric, you would only get,
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
and I get 1 more.
You okay?
Yes. We did it.
Yeah.
Wait. So you're saying that I would get 6 total instead of 3?
6 instead of 3.
It should be.
So 2 and 1.
Why
I
is-
thought that was a 2. Wait. What?
2 2 1 1. Oh yeah, it should
Yeah,
be a 2
I
2.
think it's a 2/2 shapeshifter.
I get 1 more life. I
Yeah.
pulled out the wrong one just because it was cute.
That's so strange that you would
it's
have
cute.
more than 1 shapeshifter token, but hey, yeah.
I
good call.
have
They are doubles.
3
oh, there
2
you go.
as well.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
one's not as cool.
Wow.
No. So yeah, you would gain a total of. Yeah.
Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to that creature's toughness.
Yes. So you would
That is
gain-
still not super clear.
Yeah. So you gain 2 and then 2, so it'd be a total of 4.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we're good.
Not
did.
We
it-
made it.
You still are saying it hits twice and then it triggers twice. And
It's
did I do this right?
No, you did it right. You did it right. You did it right.
We're good now.
And if you did it wrong, you can blame me. You did it
No,
right.
I can blame Chad.
No, don't blame me.
Oh, I think you can. always
I'm
blame
Chad
that.
today. You blame me.
That's true. You're so right, boss.
Gosh darn it, you blame me.
And
So can I get a raise yet? Or,
Only after I get one.
I have a full party.
You just hit me, you get gold.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you get all the damage in that direction, you'll get gold. You get paid in gold here. Didn't you know that?
As long as
So-
you're hitting Chris, you get paid in
Yeah.
gold.
So are you entering combat?
And this is a temporary.
No,
One
you get that
right?
for you get the +2 +2 counters forever. But
no,
your
spell no in the chat.
your commander doesn't have any abilities,
the
so you
thing
don't
about
get
Chad
the
is-
counters from your commander.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Chad does
Why are
walk
you
around
doing
with
this to me?
a counterspell in his wallet for situations exactly
Perfect.
like this. If you ask him a certain question, he will pull it out, and it's just crazy.
It's like the Uno reverse card, but nerdier.
yeah,
Such a
yeah.
good idea.
And it's not like anyone else carries counterspells, so he just wins every time.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then if somebody tries to play the Uno reverse card on you, you can just counterspell it.
Yeah, exactly. Mhm,
This
yeah.
is such a good idea.
I am so upset about Nalia.
Just carry like
So
a
why
half
would
a
you
deck
do
in
that?
my pocket.
Because she's good.
Randomly get into like stacks with people for like trying to get out of something.
I don't think I
can't
goaded
play spells
anything
on
of
my
yours,
team.
but anything that can attack does have to attack.
Hey, you
oh, wait,
gotta
no,
take out the
anything that power
trash.
3 or
No,
less
you-
has to attack. Not me. Anything above 3 power can attack me, but has to attack.
Chris, I'm attacking you with a 0-3.
Hey, that's
You'll
kinda
get a
neat.
gold
You
and
do
I'll
get a
get a
gold.
gold.
Yeah, you do get a gold.
Dylan, what blockers do you have? Just the 3?
3/6.
With no other abilities.
It doesn't have any other abilities.
No.
Welcome to my life
Yeah.
this turn.
I didn't think that my first game with you guys at Precon Recon would go like this.
Yeah, you're actually running out of board space through the sheer amount
This is
of good stuff you're
crazy.
getting
This
out.
is actually crazy.
I'm glad that you got a party together though, Rin. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Let's look at the bright side.
Just in time for it
And
to
let's
not
look over
matter.
at Chris's board.
You were like running the show last
yeah.
game too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, that's the thing. He was like this for like 3/4 of last game, and then 2 turns, and he just took off and won the game. It was ridiculous.
Got a blast.
Except
yeah.
he had a lot of lands. He had a lot of lands last game, and now he
Yeah.
doesn't.
I haven't even missed a land drop is the craziest thing. Which is
And
awful.
I milled 4 lands out of your library. And then all that did was get you to your planeswalker.
Yeah. it did. I'm not gonna lie, he was on top.
Yeah, that is true. This is actually it's like the
attacking
complete
for-
opposite of how Chris was in season 1, where he
Yeah,
would
yeah.
always get out
It
the
would always
gate
be that,
early,
and then I'd
and
do-
he'd be like this intimidating guy, and then he'd just get killed first.
This is like Dylan's first game. All
Are you?
over.
You're
Except
also
for without
attacking
a-
with the
without
Aiden
a
Mind
gifted,
Sensor,
land.
who is-
No, because it is a 4.
But because of
have to
Angler
attack
Turtle,
anyway.
it still has to attack.
yeah.
It just
Oh, I
You
thought you
could-
said it
attack
was
me.
3.
Yeah, you could attack Luz with that one. But
However,
you
if
have to
you do attack me, whenever a creature attacks me or a planeswalker I control, each dragon I control deals 1 damage to that creature. So it
Yeah.
will take 2 damage.
And you have a lot of blockers.
I have a flyer. There's a 4/4.
Does that damage happen before or after? Oh, I guess it wouldn't matter anyway.
It happens after the attacker is declared, before the blocker is declared.
Okay.
I actually feel bad attacking you.
No, you see, if the bird
Are you just gonna
hits,
kill him?
You might be. I mean, if you wanted to go all out, you definitely could.
Well, with 3
no.
and 4.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I've already taken the 3 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take 4. That's
I
all
will- I
I've
will
got.
take 4
These
more.
all have summoning sickness.
Yeah, I know that Aven Mind Sensor's not goaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's great.
You get a
I
golden,
can't
I
get
get
over
a
this
gold,
board state, dude. I'm
and
so
I get how many creatures hit him?
3.
You just got such grubby player. We're all hungry for
I
this
will draw
gold.
3 cards.
I'm putting it as a descent to Avernus next time. I'm doing it.
Well, actually,
I played a land, right?
yeah.
Shoot.
Do you not
I
think
draw
you did this
3
turn? You
cards?
still can, unless you haven't
Shoot.
passed turn yet, have you? You still could.
No, yeah, it's still second main phase.
Yeah. Can I just say that we're actually doing pretty good with this whole asterisk thing this week? It's been pretty weird, but we're actually
I'll
doing
leave it
pretty
up
well.
to chat. Chat, did I play a land? If you,
No, you definitely did.
I did not.
definitely.
No, you did not.
It says the
Alright.
ant goaded it with the counters.
Oh,
The
it
ant?
did.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
I'm very confused.
Rin chose to
You chose
to
correctly,
goad it.
even if
Yes.
it was for the wrong reason.
Yes. My bad. Still learning this deck.
Just
I
deep inside you,
apologize.
for sure.
This is week 1 for me.
I feel
Yeah,
like
and
that
that,
is
and
actually
that
really
like
terrifies me, quite
Yeah, yeah.
honestly. That terrifies me.
I am
I've
gonna
only
pass
hit
turn.
one of the cards that I put in today.
I literally have only gotten the lands that I started with,
Yeah.
it's just
Your
been,
boy finally got another land, and we're out here now, and so it begins.
Oh no.
I played a plains.
Let's see. What are the instant and sorceries in all of your graveyards?
I don't have any.
Okay.
I've got one of each. Do you need to know what they are?
Yeah.
I've got Price of Fame, which is 3 and a black. It costs 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature, and it destroys that creature. And you surveil 2, which is look at the top 2 cards in the library. Then you could put any number of them in the graveyard or on the top of the library in any order. And then Feed the Swarm, which is 1 and a black. Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's mana value.
Yo, I'm gonna take the first one, not the one that hurts me, but that's pretty sick. And
Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
I should have.
Are you taking it?
Yeah, my bad. I definitely got a little ahead of myself. So
I
I'm playing
trust him.
Direfleet Daredevil. I'll put this
Okay.
to the side here, so in case anyone has a counter or anything like that, I won't be holding that. It says, when Direfleet Daredevil enters the battlefield, exile target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's graveyard. You may cast it this turn, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell. So, I would like to hold on to that for now. I can spend it at any point this turn.
Have
Wait.
it? Don't put it in.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to cast it
Yeah,
now.
I'll put it. It's in exile
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe have it flipped up so that people
Yeah.
in the chat can see.
my
Okay.
thing hang. Oh, such a bad decision. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's hanging out there. You know it's not mine because I don't have black in my deck. And then how about we do? I'm gonna tap 3 more mana and my Arcane Signet, and I'm gonna play Wild Magic Sorcerer. The first spell you cast from exile each turn has Cascade. And then
Do you still have to pay that thing's mana cost though?
I'm
Yeah.
so incredibly dumb, but I'm gonna live with. Actually, you know what? I'll take my asterisk.
Sure.
All right. So.
Oh, you need to show that.
I do need to show that.
You can't just push that off.
Here, you can at least put it like.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Get it right by his
Yeah.
head.
Perfect.
In that case, I am really just gonna play that card then. So 2 less cost if it targets a legendary creature. I believe.
Oh, we should explain what asterisk is
Oh
for
yeah.
anyone new to the chat.
We've decided we're gonna allow ourselves to do 1 take back per stream session to sort of cut down on having to sort of move back steps and keep track of all the triggers. We're just deciding if you miss a trigger, you miss a trigger, with the exception of you can kind of rewind within reason.
As long as nothing else in the state of the game has changed,
Yeah.
you have one take back, and then after that, if you try to do it, you can't do it.
So right now, Dylan is the only one who can do a take back.
Yeah, like if
Because I didn't use it on
Yeah.
getting my thing out quicker,
Yeah.
which honestly might have been. Well, actually, I don't know. A lot had happened, but it didn't really like affect.
No, you
It just
would,
meant that I would have had one less counter.
yeah, I think if
you would have still gotten that creature out at the same time. So I don't. Or it would have been a
Yeah.
little earlier, but it wouldn't.
It would have been
changed
on
much.
Rin's turn
Yeah.
instead of Chris's, which didn't really affect anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if me playing this stuff in the wrong order, if someone had raised their hand and been like, "Oh, that means I win the game," then don't go back on that. But like but yeah. So I'm gonna play Price of Fame, and I'm definitely gonna target your dragon. I'm sorry to hit it again, but it's really
I mean, he
the
deserves
most
it.
deadly target that
So
I
that's
can deal with right
it's the
now.
third.
It was a 10-10.
He was big. He was really
He was
big,
big.
and I'm so close to dying, but I feel like I have to even the odds a little bit before I go out.
And you got a wolf.
I do
from
get a
that
wolf.
too, right?
Yeah, and
And is this exiled for me now too?
it is exile, so you can't take it out of your
My dragon
graveyard
counts
anymore.
at 1.
Okay. So Chad, the Cascade thing I had to take back, unfortunately. That's why I got my asterisk. And I am going to have to attack with my commander. So,
Does the Dire Fleet have haste?
no.
Okay.
First strike.
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
that text
first strike.
says.
Yeah. Which is actually important for blocking. So it's good that you asked that. Yeah. What you got? A 2/4, a 2/2, and a 2/2, right? And
We got
I
a
have a
3/6.
5/7, a 2/2, a 2/2, and a 4/4 with flying.
GDs. 3, 4. Well, I have to attack anyway. I think. Is there any reason why attacking one of you would be better than attacking anything else? I don't think so.
I feel like I'm biased, but also I think no.
Yeah, my guy's probably gonna die anyway.
Yeah, he can't attack me.
I'm gonna check my
Yeah.
internal biases and then say I think that's the right choice.
I'm gonna attack Liz just because.
You can't attack me.
Oh, it's goaded. You're right.
Yeah.
Rin, I have to attack. You can kill it. You can kill this, right?
What is it?
Or am I
My
gonna
internal
wipe
bias
you
has
out?
failed
It is
me.
a 5/5.
No, I cannot.
I'll attack Dylan. I'm at the point where I'm so hurt and I'm so low down on the board that all I can do is help even the odds a tiny bit.
Even
which
though I've
means
been
it's-
attacking you
yes.
this whole time.
does hitting me even the odds at all? I am,
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to take out Rin's creatures. Otherwise, we're gonna continue getting overrun. We as if I'm not gonna die next turn, which I think I will.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, if anything, that's why it would make sense for you
Yeah.
to attack me, because I am going to kill you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I'm just gonna send my. This is just gonna go in your general
And
direction.
did you tap the 2 for casting Price of Fame?
No, I don't
No.
think he did.
That would make a lot of sense. You're right. Okay.
I was worried about all those gruel counter spells he's tucking in my
Heck yeah.
deck.
Oh, those gold
So how
counter
much is
spells.
that coming at me?
5/5.
I'm gonna block that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna block that with Captain
Yeah,
Megatron.
there's no reason.
That does kill me, right? You have 6 damage on that?
No,
Or-
he's
No.
he's a
Oh, we
3/6.
just hang out. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we just
Yeah. couple of guys just chilling, just throwing some punches at each other for fun, you know.
Just joshing around.
One guy maybe hits a little too hard on this next turn, and
All right,
are you done?
I'm gonna be past my turn. Yeah.
right, on tap. Upkeep, draw for turn. What is causing?
Will Kenrith. His +2 ability.
Oh God.
So if you remove him, the effect won't end until my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So he says until your
But
next
even
turn.
even if he survives, it only works until your next turn.
Yeah.
And then you do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play an island.
Is goading just useless in a one-on-one?
Sort
Yes.
of. They do. It is a way to force.
It makes it
them to
forced
attack.
to attack, but they're still gonna attack you. I'm gonna cast Hex. Destroy 6 target creatures.
6 target creatures.
Wow. Yup. I love the flavor text on that.
That's a lot of creatures.
When killing 5 just isn't enough. I do like that. It's pretty good.
It's really good.
You got anything to say about that blue player?
I mean, the
Do you got
only
any?
thing
Do you got any mana up at all?
I mean, I've got a 5/7 that you can't kill.
Oh, that's the
That's true.
second time I've wanted
That's
to.
true.
Yeah. So I mean, I've got 4 legal targets.
Okay.
I love how shimmery the edge of Dylan's hair is in the camera.
It's so shiny.
Oh yeah, the auto detect tried
A
to
little
work
bit
with
of
the
a little
girls.
bit of like green reflecting off of it. All right, Chad. Check yourself.
I mean, I could let him target fail. That just doesn't seem advantageous to me right now.
If you're looking over here, I actually do have a reaction.
I'm just counting this out for the record, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I can't
Yeah, you
hit that one.
Yeah.
It says it has to be a creature. Does it
Yeah.
have to be owned by one opponent, or can it be any creature
It's
on the board?
any 6 creatures.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you have to pick 6? Or is it up to?
It says 6.
Yeah, I think you have to choose 6.
Yeah.
Do you? What blockers do you have up, Rin?
Just so you know, I do have a counter to what you were doing. So,
You have to.
don't look over here.
Yeah. I mean, after the targets are picked, you can always respond after that.
But you should focus
I mean-
your attentions over here.
I think
Well, I'm
the max they
killing
can
everything
use
of
for-
hers that I can.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of there's still creatures to kill.
Yeah, I mean, you can only kill 4
Isn't
of
that
mine, and you have to
6?
pick 6 targets.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the spell doesn't work.
Yeah.
What are the other ones?
Are you threatening to?
I only have.
No, these are
Oh.
planeswalkers, so they're.
These are
Yeah.
planeswalkers.
Yeah.
I forgot about
They,
how
they just get to hang out
dumb
in their sort of own
planeswalkers
little
are.
world.
Yeah.
dumb good.
Does that mean that you're threatening to counter this spell if I target any of your
Oh, hey,
creatures?
good news, I can't do nothing if you take out Direfleet and Wolf.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. It wouldn't be
I'm
great
well
for
aware
me, but at the same
that.
time, I'm just cruising. I'm having a
Yeah,
grand old time with me and
I
my
think
wolf.
that's what you have to do.
Do they
Unless-
have to be
Yeah.
Unless you just like to
untapped?
weaken my board and not deal with Rain's board.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill your 2 things as well, Chris.
Okay. So these 4.
Yep.
So my Baloth, Mocking Doppelganger, Agitator Ant, and then my 4/4 dragon are all gone. I have no dragons. I have a
Nice.
5/7 though.
But
Love
you do
to
have
see
a
it.
friendly turtle.
I have a very friendly
I think this turtle is the literal opposite of friendly.
So these 2 are goaded, but these 2 are not goaded, but they still have to attack.
God, that's annoying. Okay. He shouldn't be down here anymore because he does not have summoning sickness anymore. I'm going to swing at Chris with Captain Nagathrod. And then
killing me?
And Ravenous Chupacabra. And then I'm going to swing at Rin with Nihilith and Dothy Horror. So Nihilith has fear, so it can't be blocked except for by black or artifact creatures. And Dothy Horror has shadow, so it can't be blocked except by creatures with shadow.
All right. Well, I guess I'm taking that.
So that's 4 coming at you, Chris.
Well.
And
No, that's 5.
you're right. It's
I
5.
can't believe you would get that math wrong, Dylan. And because of that, that's going to be an asterisk for the game. As I died, I'm giving you an asterisk.
He said, I'm going down to -1. I'm going down to -1 instead of 0, just so you get the asterisk.
So this
And
goes
then,
to-
let's see.
Thank you.
yeah.
It goes to my graveyard.
How
And
much was
then,
it?
do I still get when I attacked him, do I still get the trigger for
we
that?
each get gold still.
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, that happens before
I
I
hate
die.
that helps you out, but I just need the gold so bad. And then that's 10 coming at you, Rin.
Wait, did I do that right? Yeah.
What did you?
Yeah. To 19.
Yeah, because you healed a little bit
yeah.
earlier.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Oh.
Yes, I will pass the turn.
Okay.
I had a plan for using my post-combat main phase, but that was before I drew the islands, which actually helped so much because that meant I could kill your things and not have to like swing everything at you or whatever. So actually, no, I still could have just swung like 2 things.
I was also supposed to get a treasure off of this.
Yeah.
Oh, from the
Sorry.
You're fine.
shiny impetus.
Nothing's changed in the board stat.
Yeah.
Now, at what point do I get my abilities back?
You get it back right now.
Sweet.
Until
I'm gonna look
Kendrick does it again.
Until I do it again.
You just get to
I
stop
will
you to look at
play
your
an
little
Right.
island for
Getting
my
rid
land for
of
turn.
the like abilities just hurts so much.
Yeah.
Was that already in that deck?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty
and Rowan.
good.
I don't
yeah.
think I don't remember any other precons having planeswalkers in them.
There are a couple.
I have 2 in
I
mine
also
somehow,
started
but, like,
playing during Kamigawa,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
not like well versed.
There have been a couple. There've never been 2 planeswalkers in a precon, if I'm not mistaken. Chat can.
There are 2.
Correct me
I'm
on
pretty
it.
sure there are 2 in one of these.
Vivian and Xenagos are both
Yeah.
in mine, but
Okay.
I don't think that's common either. Yeah.
No. I'm going to actually run it back. I'm going to target Captain
Nagathrod?
Nagathrod and your commander, who I still don't
Nalia.
know.
Nalia.
Nalia. It's on the TV. I should know the name. I can't read. It's fine. How do I want to do? I have.
Target.
And that's the
Ex-
+2 ability?
Yes.
Yep.
That's wild.
It's crazy. 1, 2, 3.
And I can't even like attack you to like try to like get rid of this thing.
You should seek the fairy.
Oh god, I can do that. Do I do that?
Now we all just need to put in 5 cards each that give all of our creatures hexproof.
Hey, yeah, there's actually some not bad green and
Targa, I see you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
green and white spells that basically give all your creatures.
That makes one of us
protection.
that believes in me. But I did finally draw a land, so anything's possible now.
Yeah.
Liz, I
Your
cannot
hand's
believe
unlocked.
that you've maintained like a relatively organized board state. I mean, you did just get cleared out a little bit, but like it's never been a mess so far.
It's from years of playing.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
like.
organize the board in like the same way that I do as well, and
Yeah.
it always like breaks my brain a little bit when I don't see somebody with like creatures up top and then artifacts and like enchantments,
yeah.
planeswalkers, and then lands on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, with this deck, it just makes things a lot clearer.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I played with someone one time who
But-
put their lands at the top.
Yep.
It's like, they're psycho.
If someone does
might
that, you
leave
get
the game.
up calmly and you leave.
Yeah.
You don't trust them.
That is like
You
that
don't
is
make
like
eye
a
contact, yeah.
giant red flag,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if that happens, you know you're not gonna have a good time. But I tapped my Soul Ring and 2 mountains. I'm going to cast a Territorial Hellkite, which has flying haste, and at the beginning of combat on my turn, choose an opponent at random that Territorial Hellkite didn't attack during your last combat. Territorial Hellkite attacks that player this combat if able. If you can't choose an opponent this way, tap Territorial Hellkite. So I will have to roll to see which one of my 2 opponents that are still here
That
I
you
can
start
attack.
with, and then the next time it just
Yeah.
goes back and forth.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty much.
Let's go dice roll set.
I call odds.
Yeah.
Do I want
I get tails.
Also, it's
Play my
fun. I'm just
commander.
thinking about it. I think I milled like a total of like 7 cards this game. No, it would have been 10.
Yeah.
But it was all on one turn. And then my commander couldn't do anything anymore, and I didn't pull any mill cards.
Last
How many
game-
different creature, or not creature, how many card types do you have in your graveyard?
2.
Not for nothing.
Not, yeah, I don't know why I'm asking. It's such a weird, random question.
I know exactly what creature you have.
So I'm going
I love that
to
creature. actually.
plus.
The one creature in your deck that I've used before.
I'm going to plus Sarkin. So until end of turn, each planeswalker I control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature and gains flying. So I now have a 4/4 Sarkin with flying and a 4/4 Will with flying.
I didn't
That is
realize
a
that
dragon.
affected other planeswalkers, and that's so cool. Actually, that's really
That's
goofy
very
though to think
good.
of like the little blue guy turning into a
I love
dragon.
the
but
I love the reaction camera swap.
Oh yeah.
And then I think I will go to combat.
Don't look over here.
There's only 2 places to look. Oh wait, we need to resolve this first. I will
Oh yeah.
roll a die to figure out who Territorial Hellkite can attack.
I call 1 to 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I already called
on.
odds.
Oh.
Alright, so I get
You
1
get
to
evens.
3, and then
And then I get
also
5.
2.
If it lands, if it lands at 1 and 3, we reroll. If it lands up 4 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take evens then.
Okay, yeah.
Only if it
Odds
lands
are
on
in.
5 do I get hit.
Even still.
Only if it lands like on the side.
Yes.
Gotta make a good one.
Yo, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's okay. Now the real question is, do you play the
Do I
numbers
kill
game and get the guaranteed extra credit for killing me, or do you let Rin have a chance to steal the point for a kill on the next
I will
turn?
say, as of last week, there's now precedent for never having mercy. Dylan would
The
have
thing
taken me
is-
out.
Killing you it actually goes against the game plan I set up for myself, but I could bring you down to 1.
Well, you'd still be able to swing that at Rin next turn, right?
Yeah, it would automatically go to Rin, and then it would.
And I'll
have
be
to tap
dead.
the
I'll
turn
be
after.
dead by your next turn anyways,
Yeah.
because Rin's gonna be goated.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the
Probably.
is Agitator Ant, even though Agitator Ant is gone, does that still affect?
No.
Because
No.
Okay, then maybe not. Maybe Rin doesn't have to kill Dylan,
So I think.
but could still kill Dylan.
I guess it just then it comes down to that Rin has to attack with every creature, and I don't have any block. I guess you won't have any block.
I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. This is a hard combat.
Yeah.
I'm playing a numbers game here, and I don't know. Do you have any flyers that are untapped? You have a 2/4. Okay. So
Were
I
you
guess-
asking about a specific card?
Oh, the-
Recon?
I
Yeah,
will
to-
attack.
Who the
Deal
territorial
with the
attacking?
6/5,
That was with the dice
and I
roll
will
one?
Oh, yeah,
attack
that's
you, Rin, with
Dylan is getting attacked
my
with that.
2/4/4 planeswalkers and my angler turtleuse of 5/7 on the ground, and these 2 are in the air. The 2 will Will Kenrith dragon creature with flying, and the Sarkin the masterless dragon creature with flying.
My token creature is gonna take one of those 4/4s.
Your token is flying?
Oh, I thought you said they were on the ground.
No, they are dragons with flying.
Oh gosh, what was attacking on the ground?
The angler turtle.
Big boy.
All right,
You can block this.
I will.
Okay.
And that doesn't have like trample.
No, just
Okay.
hexproof.
Yeah, that is dying and
Since it
Oh, no,
died
don't throw it on the
anyways,
floor.
since it died anyways, it
get
doesn't
it
matter.
later.
But I would like to take the moment to remind you that you did tap to block again,
Oh, yeah, you did.
which you don't have to do.
That's okay.
It does not affect this one at
Yeah.
all. I'm just, which I feel like is
feel
why
like
we
I've
have to
been
take
doing
this as a
good.
learning opportunity before I have to let that
where
slide.
did that
so
even
that
go?
We should have like an
we'll find
astral,
it later.
astral asterisk for a
so-
mistake that doesn't affect the game at all.
So,
but it's out there.
Rin's
So I took
taking
the
8
damage.
and you're taking 6.
I took 6 already.
And did you take 8 yet?
No.
No, so
No.
Rin, you're 11. And then I am going to make everyone like me so much more. In my second main phase, I'm going to disrupt decorum. Goad all creatures I don't control.
Oh, hey, well that's that. I'm so sorry, Dylan.
I mean, this was going to happen anyways.
That's why I was like, I don't really want to attack you with more.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. Now, you did just give Rin the extra point, though.
I did. You're
Oh
welcome.
wow, yeah, kind of an assist thrown down.
Okay.
Gonna be the first place finish with only 1 knockout.
Yeah, actually.
And
In
I-
Precon Recon history.
And I'm,
This is history in
After
the
that, I
making
will
right
pass.
now.
I'm dead immediately after that too. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
you
gotta
have-
go all out. Huh?
Yeah,
Because you have to swing with everything at me.
This is actually a really interesting philosophical question. If we're all dying, but it's because of Goad, does that count as a?
No.
So we're
No.
getting those.
I refuse. I refuse
You
to
are
give.
all
I
doing my
refuse to
bidding.
give a Go deck any extra credit.
No, it is my fault. I'm the one who picked the red-blue deck. I'm the one who put Sarkin in it, so now my planeswalkers are creatures.
That's so smart. I like that a lot.
That's why I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? This is my like weird pick out of my 5 that might just do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the worst part too is that like Hex is a sorcery, so I couldn't have even used that to get rid of it.
Yeah.
However, that would have been incredibly clutch. But then also that would have happened, and after you already
Yeah.
got my guy
Yeah.
again. All right, well,
This game.
I'm going to play Nighthawk Scavenger.
who saw that coming?
like
Definitely
that.
not the
It
guy who
has
used it last week.
Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. Its power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in opponent's graveyard. So I don't even look at these. So I guess it's among you two to figure out.
I have a
how
sorcery
much
and
it
a
is.
creature.
It doesn't
I-
actually matter because it doesn't have haste.
I have a bunch of things.
Oh yeah.
So it's not even. But
I was gonna be like, oh, like maybe there's a sliver of hope with the lifelink. No.
I do get to scry
You do.
and then wait. So scry, I should
can
scry
choose-
first and then draw.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
choose how you stack your triggers. It's generally better to scry first then draw, but there are instances where you draw first then scry.
So if you
You've
like
already
it, you put
scried.
it down and you
Yeah.
pick it
Put it
back
up.
up.
Like,
In the last game, I scried and I left something on top.
Oh, and then you
and
realized-
I almost land cycled at Chad's
Oh,
end step,
yeah.
and then I was like about to do, and I was like, oh wait, I would ruin everything, and I was so happy to have this card. Then
my
it turns
God.
out that I also had misread the card.
Oh, okay.
And so it was still good, just not quite as good as I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like an immediately end Rin.
Rin, did
and
you play
Yeah.
a land?
Not this
No.
turn. Yeah.
Not this turn.
I would if I could.
Yeah.
I just want to show off the card that I am scrying to the bottom. It's just kind of interesting. Whenever I attack, target attacking party member gains protection from creatures until end of turn and then explores.
Okay.
It's not going to help me now, so I'm putting it at the bottom. But I don't know. Maybe next game.
And another life.
Actually, might be useful.
You know, honestly, like anything that you can get out there to like maybe block.
True.
You'd have to have a flyer too.
No, the Nighthawk is a flyer,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yes. I am saying there's a chance.
It's very slight, but it's there. Alright. I did those two and
Don't worry about it.
no idea what
Don't
that
worry about
was.
it.
The ghost.
I am also
fine.
playing Mirror Entity.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
Uh,
the weird belly guy that I was
Yeah.
talking about.
Really
Such
weird.
a good card.
For X until end of turn, creatures I control have base power and toughness XX and gain all creature types.
Yeah.
Cleric or angel
What
enters
is-
the battlefield.
What is X in this case?
Mana.
The X can be
mana.
chosen to be any mana.
Okay.
yeah.
Rin has not.
Oh, that's an
activated it yet.
ability.
Yeah,
okay,
it's an
yeah.
ability.
Yep, I see.
I am gaining one whole life. Yeah.
Yay!
That's
One
better than
heart.
gaining none life.
It's true.
And this does not have abilities.
It does not have abilities.
Ah,
Yeah.
ruining my whole steez.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I did.
My steez.
Oh, I deserve this. It's okay.
My steez.
Next
It's
week,
going on forever.
next week I'll draw like 3 lands the whole game. It'll be fine.
Well,
You'll get your revenge.
I don't have any choice
Also,
but to go all out. So
I don't know if this is even really table politics, but I feel like it's worth thinking about trying to attack the goad player before we can't attack the goad player
That's true. That's
Yay.
true.
in the future, and just maybe try to get as much damage in before that starts happening as we can.
Yeah, I mean, ending my turn 1 with 4 mana is not okay.
Yeah.
True.
That is like CEDH level mana. Like, I will admit that was.
If I could have done that, this would have been an entirely different game.
Oh, I'm aware. That's why, like, I
Pivot my
know
deck
I
to
had the
land
hottest
destruction.
start this thing possibly could have.
Are you swinging at me now?
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
yeah, so you are getting
Alright.
attacked with Righteous Valkyrie,
Yeah,
Grim
doesn't-
Hireling,
doesn't
Aven
really
Mind
matter.
Sensor, Nalia Diarnis, Irregular Cohort, 411.
I think that was the best pronunciation of your commander's name
Yeah,
we've had this
unreal.
entire time. That was so smooth, and I
don't
can't
know
And
what
I
let
was
that.
even paying attention.
I can't let that go to waste. I want to
Let me know
see
when
what
we
the.
move to your
Okay.
end step.
It is the
That
end
wasn't
step.
Wait, so that was 11 though. So Dylan's not actually dead.
Yeah, he had
I
9.
I had 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. My bad.
I
was looking at the wrong
appreciate
thing.
you trying. Though.
I get right. Okay,
If it's
so
any-
on your
minus
end
two.
step,
I would've
1,
just had to
2,
swing
3,
for it anyways.
4,
This is my
5,
top.
6. I'll make
Not that it
3
would've saved
blue, and then I'll make blue. I'm so sorry, Rin. I'm gonna overload my Cyclonic Rift.
Yes. Yep. Unreal.
As a
Unreal.
reaction to that,
Oh.
Oh!
I am tapping. I'm just gonna do all
This
3
is
of
my
those,
top
and
deck.
I'm going to play Unbreakable Formation. It's an instant. Creatures I control gain indestructible until end of turn.
Doesn't save.
Power move.
Un-
That doesn't save you though.
But
Because it
Yeah.
returns
Yeah.
them to hand.
It's a
Because-
pretty neat thing to do though.
Ah.
It's
so
still cool.
I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
it
can't
says-
kill them. You can just give them back to me.
So it says return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand, and I overloaded it for 6 and a blue. So any instance of target is replaced with each, so it will then read return each non-land permanent I don't control to its owner's hand. And I don't control any of your non-land permanents. You get to keep
Oh,
your lands.
lands, yeah.
The game's not over yet.
yet.
Yeah.
But it's like you just put like a bike helmet on all of your buds before they just got like lifted into the sky and they're just
Yeah.
gone forever.
They got sucked up by the tornado.
I love that. They're like, shields up!
And then I
And
will.
our gold.
It's like
is
putting
that
on a
permanent?
bulletproof vest and getting
It
shot
is a
in the head.
permanent.
Yeah, it is,
That's what it
You
is.
just put it in your mana pool. You don't have to.
But when does that go away?
At
Next
the
step,
end,
yeah.
Once
At
we
the
move
end
phases.
Step, yeah.
Wait,
Or not
yeah.
even the end step.
Yeah, once
This
you
is
It's
already
okay.
the end step,
Yes.
so it just goes away.
Yeah, it just goes
Yeah.
away. I'm sorry, I'm being confused.
I was like, can I play any of these for 2 mana? But
Yeah,
no,
she says,
not.
"Well, I'll be once
I could've,
Oh my
but-
god.
I could
Wait,
cast
so
my
funny.
background.
And then I will untap for
No.
my. No, I don't get to untap after all of what I've done this game.
Yeah.
No untaps for me. I'm gonna draw for turn. I mean, the proper thing is to just.
Is it bad that I want to see your deck with that one new equipment that lets you just swing out with a planeswalker? Like,
That might be an idea.
yeah.
Don't give advice.
I'm gonna
Note to
plus
self,
2.
destroy planeswalker spells are a go.
I'm gonna plus 2 will. I'm not gonna choose any target.
I'm at 7.
I'm going to plus 1 Sarkin to make both of these 4/4s. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have not played a land for turn. We have play an island. Gonna play my commander for one last hurrah, and then I'm going to attack Rin with everything. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't
'cause this is
think there's
4,
anything
8,
that can be done
9, 10,
about
11,
that
12,
one.
13, 19,
Yeah.
22.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll
Yeah,
do it.
oh my
not bad.
gosh.
All right.
That was great.
All right.
I will say it is. This may be the first time I've seen somebody get a properly good start and like actually win. I don't know. Like I've had a
Well,
few
we-
really strong starts, but then I just get dropped.
Well,
just
that's the
because,
trick.
like,
Everybody
yeah.
targets you.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just couldn't target her.
Yeah, yeah.
So we all wanted to. If it was up to
Yeah.
us, she would have been the first one out.
I should have been the first one out. I'll admit
But the
it.
thing is, she didn't let it be up to us.
So-
True.
I would put out an MVP of this game, but I literally don't have one. Nothing did anything worthwhile.
Wait, no.
Um,
That spell that you put in this game, the one that killed my commander twice.
And I played
Oh,
that once.
yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
played it
an
one
MVP.
time too. That was pretty
Okay.
tight.
Yeah, I
So-
didn't actually get to use
Actually,
the,
no. Here's the proper MVP of the game.
the
Yeah, oh,
sword.
yeah. Shout out to Mana
Let's be
Ramp. Yeah, yeah.
honest with ourselves. Wait, where is it? Where's my?
Hey, thanks for the
talisman?
sub.
So this is the MVP. Is my
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
1 play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is what won me the game. I will 100% admit it. Yes, Liz Chad did win.
I will say what would have been nice is shoot, I could. Is there if something is hexproof is like the only way to get it out, like a full board wipe?
Pretty much.
Or sacrifice.
You could also. Well. Yeah.
I got a plot for that somehow.
You do.
Because as I was just gonna say, the card that I added, I actually learned about this card when Chris played it against me when I still had my rat deck.
Yeah.
And this was the cruelest thing that's ever had. The whole point, it was Marrow-Gnar, and I wanted to just make a ton of rats with Marrow-Gnar, and it's like something to the moon.
Yeah, imprisoned.
Imprison in the moon, and he just turned my commander into a colorless land
That would have changed so
with
many things.
no abilities. And so I was just like, I can't do anything with this strategy without without that.
Intervene.
Minus X, minus X. But the trick is with that is that it's a 5/7.
Well, it has to be minus X that doesn't target. That's the problem.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it can be like it was a 5/7, so like if there was a spell that dealt 7 damage to each creature, or each creature target player controls, then that would kill it.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely killable. Just, I don't know if it's killable in a Precon.
Yeah.
I have some MVPs.
Yeah.
Oh, what are they?
I just wanted to shout out to the changelings. I think there's maybe one other in this deck, or maybe two, but they were very useful with the rogue, or like, I had a few cards that were like, if it's the same type as your commander, or for the angels and clerics, and these were really useful for being able to trigger both of those things. And then also, Calculating Lich, I loved this card. It didn't really stay out for that long, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a very good card.
The treasures that Grim Hireling gave me, I probably should have been using them more and putting more out, but I was holding on to them for that one instant that ended up not really being very useful, but it is what it is. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was really fun messing with people with Aven Mind Sensor, not
So
letting
good,
people
yeah.
look through their libraries.
So good.
Yeah, I think that had a massive
lot of
effect
fun.
on Chris.
Yeah, it got me.
Like
real
I
good.
said, I didn't put any of the tutors in this week, and I'm glad that I didn't, because that would have been heartbreaking if I just put tutors in and then wasn't able to use them.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I didn't use my full brain to think about what looking for forests would look like with only 4 cards and it just allowing you to pick up a forest. But that's okay. The lesson learned. But yeah, I think my whole plan for this week was roughly based around figuring out how to find cards in my deck that usually I wouldn't be able to tutor for.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen, but that's okay. My idea was grab Gamble, Survival of the Fittest, and then Containment Construct, so that basically I have to tutor up my stuff. Containment Construct makes sure that even if I do discard a card to
there's
make that
Rowan.
happen, I can still play those discarded cards from exile, and then I get wolves. That would have been great. And then, honestly, my big play idea was that I would just ramp mana like crazy with things like Jessica's Will and Xenagos to then just continue casting spells from exile. But this week it didn't happen, maybe another time.
So I don't have MVPs, but I do have something that I realized. Well, actually, just kidding. No, that wouldn't.
Oh.
What is the text for hexproof?
So
Cannot be
it cannot be targeted by the permanent with hexproof cannot be targeted by spells or abilities that permanent's opponents control, or that permanent controller's opponents
Okay.
control.
Yeah.
I think I got the words.
Yeah, so they're immune
So
to...
Mind Flayer wouldn't have helped me either because
Can you see it?
it's an ability.
Yeah, because it says target creature, it doesn't work.
Ugh, I was like, that would have been a nice Uno reverse card right there.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't have been. So I did not have.
Just-
Honestly, though, my deck in general, if I have like draws like that, I don't think it's gonna do much of anything. I was trying to be big brain and pretend like I couldn't remember what the the crab ooze thing was, and I had it in my hand from the very beginning.
It's
And it turned out to not matter because I never got to cast it anyways. But where did it go? I shuffled it. Also, it's a fun name to say Uchulan.
Shulan?
Oh, he's oozing.
Yeah. Also, the
Uchulan.
artwork is just like horrifying and awesome.
Ooh.
But this one, I'm excited to hopefully get to use this. This would have been a bad game for it again because if I can't mill, this deck is not doing much of anything. But its power is equal to the number of Actually, just kidding. It doesn't care about mill. I was thinking of something else. The number of crabs, oozes, and horrors I control. I basically have nothing but horrors and one crab.
And one crab.
All I got is the
And
crab.
at the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target creature card from an opponent's graveyard. If you do, create a token that's a copy of Uchulan, which could get out of control pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just get to continue.
And then
people-
and now everybody's gonna have a board wipe, and they're gonna be able to take care of that like nothing. So whatever. Anyways, I think that wraps it up for this week. Congrats to Liz on first episode and first win.
And congrats to Chad for the first win of the second season.
Proxy win.
Yeah. If I win, he wins. It's a win-win. Literally.
Fair enough. So congratulations to Chad. Thanks to everybody that joined us today. We have episode 1. The full episode is out on YouTube. I put it up earlier today. And then I think hopefully very early next week I'll be able to get the first episode's recap and then this one's recap out as well. This should be a lot easier because this game was like half as long as the first one. It saved me a lot of time.
I did it.
And Commander Nights on Tuesdays, if you guys want to catch that at 6:30 Central Time. We'll be back here again for another Precon Recon next Friday. And thank you guys for joining. We'll see you next time.
Bye.